self-serving, persuasive talkers
of everything and nothing.
We are conversation con artists. What's going on, people? It's your boy, Mr. On Point.
And I am somebody that cannot believe that it is already fucking July, also known as Calamity Red.
We are conversation con artists back for another fantastic episode. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. MISTER_on_point.
And I can be found at Red_Calamity.
That was really funny. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Cole Jackson.
And the one and only show guy.
And we are Gubmint Name Podcast.
Your checks and balances of social commentary.
We are two halves of one whole, which makes an asshole.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
I didn't interrupt this time because I knew I was going to fuck it up.
I didn't fuck it up, though.
No, you got it right, but I fuck up my own joke. But that's how it goes right here at the Gubmint Name Podcast. Cole Jackson.
Oh, wow. I guess what we need to do, our social media stuff.
Yeah.
Do anything? You can check it. You can catch us.
Nah, we got it pre-recorded.
Oh, yeah. We got a pre-record, so fuck it.
Yeah.
So as y'all clearly see, we have a dual collaboration episode going on with Gubmint Name Podcast. Y'all are not a stranger.
Oh, shit. That was
To
our
that
intro for y'all,
collaboration?
too?
I guess it
Oh,
was.
shit. That didn't sound
fuck it.
right. Yeah, all right. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
What?
We didn't know it was the intro for us, for all of it, so it don't matter. We
Oh.
don't care.
It's cool.
You gonna edit it and chop it?
Yeah, I'll edit ours, but it's going to sound crazy on yours. It'll be all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's true to form.
Typical.
Yep.
Yeah. We good. We straight.
How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good, man.
Hey, man, I'm chilling.
Red.
Good.
It's that time again.
It's July.
It's the middle of the year,
It is.
which means a half a year worth of bullshit
Fuckery.
has gone on.
Fatakery.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, ridiculous.
How do y'all feel about the year so far? We made it to July.
Barely. I'm saying.
Badly.
I'm saying. Can't barbecue. Can't sell water.
You can do what you want to do.
When have you done
Motherfucker.
any of those things?
Kiss my ass.
Shit, it ain't like you on these corners.
Hey, listen, none of them police calls stop none of that shit.
Exactly.
They
very
just
true.
lost some people their jobs.
Thankfully. But you never, I mean, both of those, well, not the little girl, but the barbecue situation could have went bad for that dude who was minding his fucking business.
Yeah,
So-
that could have went real bad.
What you mean? Police shoot kids too? They would have shot that little 8-year-old girl. She had illegal water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that water was not legal.
It was bottled. Where was it bottled?
no
Where did she get it
papers,
from?
no
You
green
can't sell
card, no
Lucy's
nothing.
like that.
Lucy.
Why would you do that?
Have y'all met any of your goals for this year so far?
Fuck. No, actually, couple of them.
Yeah.
I don't even
Did
remember.
you
have
even
any
have
goals.
goals?
I don't think I had any goals either.
Oh,
I
I had a
was
few
wondering.
goals.
If I did, I don't.
Well, congratulations to you,
Thank you.
sir,
Got
for
one
meeting your
main
goals.
big goal: survive.
I want you to live.
It's ongoing.
Does that make you a man, son? This makes you a man.
Yeah.
From year to year, survive more.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do some of the recent stuff before getting into...
So we don't
That's
we don't got no poetry today.
We don't.
Collaboration. We don't have
What was
any
that word?
collaboration. Yeah,
Collaboration? Collaborate.
We don't have a letter,
No.
so we just gonna get straight
But
into
y'all got the
talking.
Gubmint Name Podcast. so
What
that's-
up with your phone?
That's just as good,
That's good.
if not better.
Is it?
I don't know. We got some big shoes to fill now.
And we don't have. What do we don't have? We don't have.
We don't have a list.
We're not gonna be what you're listening to today, and
how
we're
your
not
week
gonna
was.
do. We ain't gonna do how your week was.
Nah,
Cause I didn't do nothing last week.
you was in the
You
mountains.
was in the mountains.
I know I didn't do anything. Okay. Everybody just don't dog pile on me at once. Jeez.
That's no fun.
So this is what we're doing. Everybody gonna take a couple of stories that's going on, and we just gonna have a dialogue about it. You know, we end up always having on our respective podcasts dialogue that we like to have, and sometimes it's good to have other people's thoughts and opinions and ways of thinking in the room. So
Especially when it comes to middle of the year.
yeah,
This ain't been as big one. This ain't on point. This ain't been as bad as 2017.
the only reason 2017 was bad because of the deaths, right? Or was that 2016?
I thought that was 2016.
2016
That was
was when
2016.
Everybody died.
What was bad about 2017?
That's a
People
good
started
point.
back down.
The beginning of the Trump presidency.
Yeah.
What's bad about this year is that we starting to reap what
Seeing
we
the
sow in
effects,
terms
yeah.
of Donald Trump being the president.
Well, when we get to the, I got a few things that I've found in my notes that hopefully I can ask you guys to kind of see what you think about this, because it's a lot of stuff I think everybody kind of forgot about. And I'm just gonna bring
It's
that
easy
up.
to forget about shit when bullshit happen every day.
That's life though, right?
Right.
Like,
Until you
shit.
like 80 years old, that's how it is. The bullshit stack.
You can't keep up with everything.
It's like paperwork. You just gotta get through as much of it as you can while the shit's still stacking up.
Do the rest tomorrow.
Damn,
I
that's
get to
fucked
it.
up.
That's what it is, though.
So who want to throw out the topic first?
Oh, so I guess I can go first, guys. Let me get my stuff together. I'm sorry.
Should have had it together already.
Ain't nobody asked you, Red. Shit.
saying.
Get in my
Don't they sound
my
like they
face
married?
now. Ain't gonna be none of that.
I mean,
Hip wrestling.
I'm a hip wrestle with you.
still don't know what that means.
Good. You don't need to know what it means. So, my current story right now, we have Floyd Mayweather Sr. is positive on his paternity test. He has a 1-year-old child.
This nigga's 65 years old.
65 years old, still getting it in.
I be stroking.
What that mean?
He's still
I'm
getting
not surprised that he's stroking. I'm more surprised that his soldiers marching.
Stroking.
65.
64.
He used
I'm
to-
surprised that
he
he's
used to
stroking
box.
somebody. How old is the girl? Did they say?
they don't
Are you
have her.
age shaming?
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how old she is.
What's wrong
I
with
think,
that?
Yes, I am.
Hey.
I just don't understand why anybody young would want to jiggle 65
Because she
years
wants
old.
to get into the family.
Right.
Red.
There's so
I'm
many
sorry.
opportunities
Mrs.
right there.
Persia Ferris is the new baby mama for Floyd Mayweather Sr. She filed for child support earlier this year.
Damn.
They called for a paternity test, and he is the daddy. 99.98%. They didn't even have to go to Maury for it.
You are the father.
You are the father. So,
Floyd Mayweather got a 1-year-old sibling.
Yep.
yes.
They'll learn how to read together.
So let me ask you guys a question. Do you think this was something intentional for her to get that money?
Yes.
No, Cole. It was not intentional.
No,
She
just-
might like him.
What?
What's she like about him? How do they
His
relate?
name Floyd Mayweather.
Exactly.
I'd be interested to know the statistical probability of a person getting pregnant by a 65-year-old man.
Listen,
You get on top of 'em.
I have a client right now who is 66 years old with a 6-year-old.
Damn.
I know the shit
And he's
happened.
fighting
I'm just
for-
saying, I'd like to know of all this. It ain't a mass exodus of 65-year-olds with kids. That's one.
I mean,
Well, so
Most of them shooting out powder.
Not Floyd Mayweather
Now,
Sr.
Floyd Mayweather, he's shooting out
His
some
shit
gel,
going strong.
I just
gel ooze.
I mean, he did make a Floyd Mayweather. It's got to be a fighter.
He got
So-
5 other kids though.
first of all, okay.
And
so
so
out
one of
five-
them, only one of them is successful.
I think that's a good statistics as a black man. He's a multi-millionaire.
Who?
Floyd.
his
Senior?
son, not
Yeah.
senior.
Yeah, well, that's one
But
thing.
imagine how long
The
it
boxer.
took him to come that. Most of his life, he just had low IQ.
This he's
Till they
65.
found out he could throw hands.
He is not
He's
going to live to
65.
see his
Exactly.
child
It
do
doesn't
shit.
matter. This
You
nigga
don't
don't
know
care.
that.
Yes, I do know
No, you
that.
don't.
He is
He done lived this
65.
long and got some ass.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to him for still being
Yeah,
able
shout out to him, Miss.
Monica
Persia
modern
Ferris.
medicine.
Have you guys seen what she
Yeah.
looks like?
Which again, I
What's her
listen,
name?
Persia Ferris.
She ain't.
P-U-R-I-S-A.
Yeah, she-
Hell yes. With a name like Persia?
I mean, Persian. Never mind.
Listen,
Persia Ferris.
I understand wanting to come up.
Trap
But
Queen Supreme.
I don't want to come up bad enough to be dealing with 65-year-old balls. I'm sorry. And he looked creepy. Like again, he looks like the old man in the supermarket.
How you
who,
think
when
he got
walk
her?
by- But let me tell you
That's
what I
hey,
do. When that shit happens, like
That's
no,
game,
man.
fool.
Like I never pay any attention. Like you're not finna
See,
pick
that's
me
where
up
you
in the
messing up.
supermarket.
You're not paying any attention. That old man could change your life. You could have a kid right
Don't
now.
miss out on your blessings.
I can have a kid right now by anybody.
I mean,
Don't miss out on your blessings.
I can have a kid by somebody my age. You know how easy that shit
Man,
is?
he talking
It's
about all
simple.
kinds of shit that happened before you was born.
Don't miss out on your blessings, man.
That ain't no blessing.
That's wisdom.
I need you to stop. I don't need it. I'm good. My parents in their 60s. I'll just get my wisdom.
Yeah,
from
that
them.
is wild,
Shit.
man. Jesus.
Like literally, my mom just turned. My mom younger than his daddy.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about that. I mean, it could be one or two things. Either she loved him, or she wanted to get in that family.
She definitely wanted some money.
We don't know that shit.
The baby ain't even cooled off yet. The baby barely started crying. And she already filing for child support.
I can't find an age on her.
What she look like to you?
30s.
She looked like she was looking for a check.
She looked thirsty. To me,
it's possible that she was looking for a chick and that she didn't fall in love with the man.
Oh, nigga.
You don't think she could have fell in love with him?
I love my grandma. I probably would love my grandparents and my grandfather if I had met him. But having sex with him? Nah, my nigga. That's just not going to happen.
No.
So what's the variable, Red? It's not possible for any 30-year-old that dates somebody that's 60-year-old
Do you relate to 20-year-olds?
On what basis would you fall in love with somebody in their 60s? Like, what would y'all have in common? Nothing. You have nothing in common. They're going to have kids your age, which that's going to be fucking weird.
Frustrating.
And frustrating for the kids. Floyd Mayweather probably ain't going to care because he's a dude, and so he's probably just like, my dad is still out here fucking bitches. But music, what would you have in common? What commonalities would you have that would lead you to fall in love with somebody that's that much older than you? Nothing.
He's like, I just want to ask the question.
Like,
I'm just saying, you're creating a really large pool of exclusion for a whole group of people.
I think that's okay.
No,
so only people within a certain age range of an old person can love that person.
No, they can love them, but the reason for the love,
the reason for the meaning might not be genuine. But that don't mean that they not gonna connect somehow.
No, they connect. Right? She got a kid.
I know, right?
I'm
not somebody who thinks that you can't have some distance in age. 30 plus years is too fucking much. Like you. There's nothing that they can have. There's nothing that they can have in common. I know people had May December romances.
They can both be artists.
They're not though.
You don't know what they are.
I don't know what she do. So.
But she don't box. She damn sure don't box.
He was painting.
Make me painting masterpieces.
He was painting. Yeah, he got his stroke game down.
Stop. Okay, you saw Floyd Mayweather sing. He looked like an artist. He looked Picasso. He looked like somebody.
He looked just like his
son. He looked like a nigga. A rough nigga at that.
I mean, that's probably what happened. She thought he was Floyd Mayweather. He said, I am Floyd Mayweather.
He might be hood thug and she might be a hood rat.
There you go.
Connection.
That is not a connection.
West Side Connect game.
She could get
Did they name the baby?
Thuggish hood niggas her age. Why would you go to somebody that's 65? If not because he is Floyd Mayweather's dad.
I'm saying the meeting may not have been genuine, but that's not a reason. That's not a reason that she can't connect with that man. When they met, he might have said, "Bitch, if you don't fall in love with me, you ain't getting nothing."
That ain't love.
Why he got to give us something?
That ain't love. Shit.
What movie did I learn it in? It was it might have been.
See,
Shrek.
that's how I knew it wasn't real. Because
might have been Shrek.
Which one?
Well, it's always these movies. No. Well, Coming to America had a scene like this, but another scene where the queen talked about it being an arranged marriage, and at first she didn't like it. At first she didn't like him. But over time, you build a relationship with that person. That happens.
The child is 1, correct?
1 year old.
So unless they was having a relationship way prior to her getting pregnant, she did a paternity test suing him for child support. So
that's the point I was gonna bring up.
Yeah,
like it's pretty fucked up that she's got to be like, I gotta file court documents to get this child support because you don't want to take care of your child. You're 65. You don't even want to try to take care of your 1 year old.
I just don't believe that they're. And I think that she saw this as she
It was a
is attractive. She's not like Floyd Mayweather Jr. attractive. So the next big thing is to get the daddy.
I've left from arguing about this situation because you created a whole class of exclusionary people that can't love somebody that's 30 years older than them on a genuine pretense.
I don't think genuinely you can.
There are exceptions. The rule though is that shit is not gonna work out. Now, is it maybe 1 or 2 people out here that was able to somehow make that shit work? I will concede that. But you're not going to tell me that there's a bunch of 60-something and 30-something years old out here that are deep in love and making shit work. I don't believe it.
I'll tell you that there's a lot of women out here with daddy issues to the level of seeking men 25 years they senior. Yeah. Consistently for their entire life. Right. That will fall in love with those men. It's 20-year-olds out here looking for 40-year-old dudes.
Is it falling in love with those men or the stability that they supply?
Like, that's not
it's all of
them
the
men don't
above.
provide stability.
But is it genuine though?
For women that's looking for a man 20 years old,
She's looking for something
it's not
that's
about
missing.
the stability as much as it is about him being 20 years old and meeting that need that she had to have a man that's older because of whatever her traumas is.
Well, that still ain't love then. That's somebody that's been through trauma and making bad fucking decisions.
Anybody can fall in love with anybody. Anybody can fall in love with anybody.
No.
We're talking about the meeting. So what I'm saying is a regular 30-year-old ain't gonna meet no regular 65-year-old nowhere that's gonna make them comfortable enough and they gonna be charming enough and acceptable of their wrinkles and old balls enough to be like, I'll fall in love with this person. We talking about situations where when the meeting happens, love can come from the meeting even if the meeting ain't genuine.
I think
even if the meeting ain't about stability, but it's about that woman who is looking for a man that's older.
Like I said, there are exceptions to every rule, but what you're talking about is not the rule. It's not the rule. I'm
not
sorry.
saying
I think
it's
it'll
the
go
rule.
one way. I think the older person would love the younger person, but the younger person is just gonna find an opportunity in the
Because
situation.
the 66-year-old man that I'm talking about, this my client, he was all in love with her, and she was a
Gurgling.
meth head. No, she was a meth head who saw money, and now her and her actual boyfriend be whooping his ass, taking his money.
Oh shit!
So he actually cared about her, was excited about having a baby at 66, but she was in it for what she could get out of him.
She was a fiend.
Yes. And she found a boyfriend fiend, and now they just
Can you call the police
taking a who?
to help that man out? He getting his ass whooped.
I ain't getting whooped in my office.
Oh shit!
No, we don't want that.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. But all I'm saying, I said that it is possible, but it's the exception. It is not the rule. It's not the rule.
I didn't say it was the rule.
I've been saying.
I don't think they can
5 minutes ago
genuinely
that
fall in
that there
love.
were
That's
some
my answer.
exceptions. There could be exceptions. I will concede that.
So,
but it ain't a lot of
Shogun,
this out here
Yes, sir.
happening.
when you're 60 years old and a 30-year-old woman starts showing interest in you, it's a trap.
Yeah.
Point blank. Period.
It's a
every
trap.
time.
How much money do we got?
She gonna get
Man,
hers.
that shit.
She gonna get hers, and I'm gonna get
I
mine.
don't know.
It's a mutual.
So what if you don't have anything?
I got something that she won't.
So it don't matter it don't matter that it's something valuable or not. If
It's valuable to her in this situation. She talking to me. Come on. It's not genuine. It's not love. It's just an opportunity.
I just think it's fucked up that she had the damn file for damn child support.
She
on
out
this
there
motherfucker.
fucking everybody, so he trying to make sure that's his. I get it. It's
Either
wrong.
that or he's 65 and was like, bitch, I can't get nobody pregnant.
That's why he went in wrong.
Because again, look.
Have you seen Floyd Mayweather seen any of his interviews before? He don't think like that.
But no, so this is
He
what
ain't
I'm saying.
thinking. Period. He got a kid at 65.
Exactly.
Hey,
I've said
she
this-
was going.
I've said this before. There are certain, and there, I think it's like more, maybe more baby boomers, but nursing homes are full of STDs. You know why?
Cause they fucking
They're
no condoms.
For them,
don't care.
yeah, exactly, because
They
they
only
don't
got a
care
couple weeks.
because of where part of time where they come from. Babies was the only thing you had to worry about.
Yeah.
And then once Betty ain't finna have no baby, so I can just fuck Betty Raw. It don't matter.
Yeah.
She getting her senior cheeks clapped.
Why the fuck?
She got a fresh hip and everything. She just had that fresh hip
Robotic.
replacement.
Boy.
No
She
knees.
bouncing off the top of that damn adjustable. She hit switches on them bitches.
Man.
Wait till I get off this walker.
She using the walker, nigga. What you
Oh,
talking
God.
about? It's like a pull-up bar.
This went dark really fast.
See, that's why
Right.
I'm
It's not
glad I
genuine.
brought this to the table because I don't know, man. Hey,
But I feel like any 65-year-old man. I mean, Floyd Mayweather Sr. It seems like he's a very prideful man, so he's an exception to this.
he's a
but
fucking asshole. He got
okay.
earlier this year. He got he got charged with battery for punching a woman in the leg, dragging her out the car.
In the leg.
He was dragging her out the car. She wouldn't get out the car. He punched her in the
Bitch,
leg.
get
And
out the
she,
Was it her?
no.
So he out there just wilding.
You get what I'm saying? Like he just do wild
Hood
niggerish
rat
shit.
shit.
At 65, some 30-something-year-old that was interested in me, no. I'm not even gonna give you the time of day because what the fuck is it that you want? I'm not gonna be your sugar mama because I'm broke. And even if I had money, I wouldn't be your sugar mama.
You want Stella
I
got
got
her Stella got
kids
a
your
girl
age.
back.
It's just weird.
Stella got a girl back. Stella.
I could get my groove.
I
back with
love
somebody.
you, Stella.
Why everybody always say that? Like you can't fuck people your own age. You don't have to get somebody that's 30 years younger
The
than you.
people your
to get
age is fucking the
groove
younger
back.
people. So you gotta go younger. Everybody else is doing it. Shit.
What's the next story?
Oh,
Got the
Jesus
next story.
Christ.
Stella. I love you, Stella.
So, Junior, I can't remember what his actual name is. A kid, 15-year-old kid in the Bronx that was accosted by like 5 or 6 dudes, some of whom had machetes, others who had knives.
Were they Jamaican?
No, they were not.
Oh
man. It was a
What?
mistaken identity
They look
case.
Latino.
They look like they are. There's some kind of Latino
So they
gang.
carry machetes too?
Trinidad.
They
Shit.
carrying shit like that. You ain't know.
I think it's
I
Trinidad.
thought it was just a Jamaican.
You don't know if he
Might be
has a
wrong.
gun.
He
You don't
was-
know if he has a
Oh,
knife.
speaking of Jamaican,
You don't know what he has.
quick sidebar, that nigga still there. I saw his car. I was like, shit. Thought that nigga was gone.
You
I thought
talked
he
him up.
died.
You talked him up.
But so Junior got stabbed and chopped up with a machete
It's
in a
not
bodega.
Trinidadians.
What?
It's not Trinidadians.
Trinidadians?
He was killed by this group of young
Now
men.
he left the bodega and bled out on the way to the
They
hospital.
pulled
Right?
him
They
out
pulled
of the
him out, bro.
bodega.
Okay.
He was in there trying to hold on because he didn't know these people. So
Yeah.
a group of niggas just pulling on you.
Yeah.
You like trying to the fuck.
And they
stay
killed
here.
him because they thought it was
He was
somebody.
somebody-
Mistaken identity,
A
man.
couple of days before, they had beat up another kid that was 14. He didn't die. I think
Oh,
he's still in
shit.
the hospital. Yeah.
They just
They,
whooping their ass.
they jumped on him in a median and rushed out for traffic. Whooped his ass. He got stabbed, but he was. I think he's still in critical condition. He hasn't died yet.
Fuck.
Exactly.
Mm.
So they just and both of them look similar. So they was just out here
Just finding niggas.
just stabbing light skinned curly hair. Cole, I'm glad you don't live in the Bronx. Light skinned curly hair niggas.
That's not funny.
that look
Yeah, I
At
can't do
all.
this show by myself.
That's not fucking
that
funny.
look similar. They just out here killing people randomly. So I wanted to bring this up because they caught. I think it's 5 of them.
Yes, it was 5.
5, and they were, reading them their charges, and then I think they were doing sentences, and one of them sitting up there just crying his ass
What
off,
do you
like
expect?
Is he thinking about all that?
He's
Ain't
getting
no-
his he's gonna get his
Good.
booty blown
that's
out.
what happened. You should have thought about that when you was swinging that machete.
Maybe
guess
he's crying
what?
They're
because
gonna,
he feel
they're gonna
bad
play
about
a
what
blow
he
your
did.
whistle.
My
Huh?
nigga, I feel like I know
Why
you
do you
trying to. I feel like you trying to argue both sides, but nah, that nigga he about to get raped.
That's what I mean. He could have tears of joy on one side and
It's-
tears of horror on the other side.
No, I don't. The reason the brutality of that crime. And they did it twice. They just got caught the second time, but they beat up a kid before. The same shit. You stabbed. The brutality of this crime. I just don't feel like what clicked in his mind and he was like, man, we shouldn't have macheted that nigga up. Like,
Man, the essence of groupthink and gang life is that it's gonna be 2 or 3 sociopaths
Mhm.
and 2 dudes joining in because they don't think it's gonna be that bad or whatever. And he probably one of the kids who, damn, what did I do? What did I got myself involved in? This shit elevated and escalated. Like, I imagine how many dudes they done ran up behind with a knife that ran away, jumped over a fence and got away.
Yeah.
Like, how many, like, did he, like, at what point do a kid who's there for non-genuine reasons and who ain't really willing to be involved in that shit just end up getting wrapped up in a cyclone of shit? He could
But
be
this
is the
second
A
time
they
lot
did
of
it.
time, a lot of
I don't
times
think
too,
it's-
man. When you get caught up in shit like that too, it's not because you want to do it. Sometimes you scared to death they gonna whoop your ass.
Nigga, get out the
Kill
car.
you.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I just ain't got no sympathy.
I don't
for
have
him.
any
I'm
sympathy
sorry.
for him either.
Them tears didn't do shit for me because I'm like, yeah, you crying now, but guess what? Your parents could come visit you in prison.
Well-
Y'all took the life of this kid, fucked this other kid up, maybe paralyzed and shit when he finally does wake
Right.
the fuck up. I'm sorry. I mean, I just don't. At this point, I don't care. Cry.
But tears ain't supposed to do nothing. They ain't purposeful. They are outer display of an inner experience a person is having.
But don't
Whether it
act
makes
like-
sense or not, whether we can justify, rationalize or not, don't change what he might be feeling about
But
the
you
situation.
know that there are people that cry when they get sentenced for, or before they get sentenced for sympathy. Like, I mean, you know that happens. I'm not saying I don't know that was his intention or not. But there are a lot of people, sociopaths included, who would pretend and fake emotion to try to get a lighter
Leniency.
sentence for themselves.
Listen, he
So
coulda-
how do you know that his tears are genuine? Why are you fighting for his tears being genuine? What makes you feel like he actually feels bad?
I'm not saying his tears are genuine. I'm saying that his tears can be an array of emotions that Because that's what tears are.
Why can't the nigga cry?
Because he didn't cry when he killed the first.
I know, but he knew.
And then they stabbed another nigga.
The other folks stood up there and just stood there.
Man, everybody can't take it on the chin like that, bro. Like
he gonna take it on the end.
Oh yeah, of course. But everybody, the dude was crying because he knew he fucked up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he was right. I'm not saying he was wrong. These days, judges don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Judges are gonna hand down the sentences. You can kiss my ass, go to jail, and be done with it. I mean,
that doesn't mean that it stop you from trying to. Oh, I have remorse. I feel bad, because sometimes they will take that into account. Probably not for this, because it was
they some niggas. They're not. They don't give a fuck about them.
They're Latinos.
They Hispanic niggas. They don't. We don't. Minorities. They don't give. In the court system, minorities don't get a fair shake. We know this. Well, we know this from the last.
Well, he also killed another minority. It's not like he killed somebody white.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not fighting for his tears to be genuine. I'm saying that there's a realm.
There's reasons he
range in which, yes, on your side, this could be absolutely false, or it could be that he's remorseful, or that he's sad because of what he did, or maybe he ain't sad about what he did, but he said his asshole finna get blown wide open. I'm just saying there's a range of which those tears exist. I can't
it's
just
probably
accept,
all of it, to be honest with you.
just because of how we feel about the situation, I can't just accept that he only did it because he was trying to get some sympathy that we all knew he wasn't gonna get.
Well, he might be scared. He might legit be scared, and he should be, because again, he just little frail, light skinned.
Because these guys aren't.
Little boy.
I mean, they're like early 20s or something like that, right?
Like some razors.
They like early 20s.
Yeah, that just shows.
Those like Baraka. That's right. His teeth.
Yeah, they young.
Yeah, I mean, he about to do some serious prison time.
That just shows how much we don't value life.
I ain't about liquor yet.
Life without parole.
See what I'm saying?
But again,
you coming to a realization like when they close this door.
That's it.
But the reason they stabbed the dude, I'm not taking out for anybody, but the reason they did is because the guy who they were looking for apparently had a sex tape with one of the guys from the stabbing group.
But find the right.
Like his sister.
Okay.
I know you should definitely find the right person before you.
You can't just go killing light skinned niggas for no reason. Like shit.
They should have watched Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
And they should have listened to Samuel L. Jackson. That's what they should have done.
Wow.
If we kill a cop in the neighborhood today, it's gonna be busy cops in the neighborhood tomorrow with itchy trigger fingers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn, those good Die Hard.
For revenge, or something that made sense.
Better than one.
It does not make sense to just go around killing random.
It definitely
till you get the right one.
But that just shows you the mind state of these people. I mean, they're already insane.
The horror that little 15-year-old boy going into the bodega to buy Skittles or whatever the fuck he went in there to get, and then being dragged out, and he has no. I just can't imagine like how scared you have to be.
Then it took 5 of them dudes.
So he was fighting for his life.
Shit, when they got machetes and swords.
I'm saying that's some bitch shit because
it took 5.
It took 5 of them.
Well, how do y'all feel about them shutting down the bodega after this? Hasn't it been other incidents at that bodega also?
I believe so. I think they were talking because the bodega owner actually has an interview out now talking about how he was trying to stop it, or he I forgot what the interview was, but I think there had been incidents at this bodega before. So
the video looks like the young boy trying to jump over the counter and get behind to protect himself, but it seems upon instinct the person didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
So he started trying to push him over because, and I think he realized really late what was happening, and then he tried to help, but it was too late. They was pulling him out by that time. So it's really hard to know without audio exactly what was going on because people are saying it looked like he just was pushing them back the whole time. But it do look like he realized at the last second that he tried. But the only option is you die or we die.
Right.
Or look,
what's the expectation?
You don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was working in a convenience store and somebody came in trying to jump behind the fucking counter with me, I'd be pushing you out because I don't know what the fuck is going on. You ain't coming back here.
Yeah.
No.
Not like that.
Absolutely not. But I mean, because you don't know the situation, it ain't like he knew what was up and was like, they machete you, they ain't gonna machete me.
Yeah,
you know
it's
that.
fucked up on all sides. Like the dudes should have definitely figured out who they were. They should have found their target before they
The
started stabbing.
exact person.
Right.
You can't just go around killing looking like people.
Or they should have just went to their sister or whoever's sister was having a train ran down and figure out.
And I mean, she may not have wanted to tell. It's a whole other list of bullshit that
Was she
could have went on
raped?
with that. That's the thing. They might have just ran a train on her and she wasn't raped, and they saw the video and took it as her being raped. And now they
Niggas
out
stop
here running
recording
around.
shit. Not everything needs to be posted.
No, everything has to be recorded now. Come on,
This is
Shogun.
ridiculous. Speaking of things that should not
Well,
be
the dude
recorded.
who actually did it in the clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
But
walking
they out the
around.
street
Yeah,
now.
they
Oh
gone
yeah,
now.
He walk around.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
bagging his sister.
He's like,
That's 6 lives gone all over. Well, no, 7 because the dude, the 14-year-old.
The 14.
Shit, only
He
number
might
one-
bleed.
number one
He's
light
still in the
gone, As far as
hospital.
I'm concerned, the other one shouldn't have even existed. As far as I'm concerned.
yeah, got a point.
Speaking of things that should not have existed in our show, I'll drop a clip right here. But Lakeith Stanfield, he's freestyling again.
Oh my God, nigga! Please, just act.
I'm thinking you guys have already listened to
Just
it.
I didn't listen to it when I found out that it had like him
Yeah, he
dropping
dropped
the
the
F-bomb and shit.
and it-
I was like,
yeah.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Could you please just act?
So, what do we expect from actors?
To act.
To act.
No. Actors can do other things. Actors can do other things. Because
the
I'm
opinion today.
the most reasonable person in the room.
He has a point.
I understand.
He has a
understand
point.
that,
I
like,
wanted to say he's not, but I think
He
yeah,
is.
Couldn't even debate it.
Listen, the way the world exists to me is a big, vast scale of gray. It's some gray, light ass grays next to
I'm
white,
right
and
there
some
with
dark
you.
ass grays next to
Right.
black. You know, I as much as I love to say actors should just act, there's a lot of actors that are activists. There's a lot of
Will
actors
Smith.
that freestyle rap and it's good. There's a lot of actors that
Like who?
rap and it's horrible.
Who wasn't? Because I know like
Will
music
Smith.
artists can become. Didn't he start out rapping though?
Yeah, and then he
Yeah. Then he became an actor.
He
That
can do
He
both.
became a better
Shia
actor than he was
LaBeouf can-
always a rapper.
There you
Shia
go.
LaBeouf
So what's
can
the
act
measure?
and rap, and he started out as an actor.
what?
Shia
He-
LaBeouf.
why are you saying that with a straight face? And you
Because
don't
I'm
mean that
fucking
shit?
dead
You
ass.
don't
Shia LaBeouf
fucking
can
mean that
freestyle
shit.
his ass off, and
What?
he's an actor. Shia LaBeouf.
He had a beef with Soulja Boy though. He was beefing with Soulja Boy.
The dude can
Soulja
rap.
Boy, that's your.
He was
argument?
beefing with Soulja
Look, you
Boy.
asked for
Soulja
somebody, and I
Boy.
gave you somebody. God damn it! Don't get mad.
I need an actor who started out acting and successfully, even if it was like mixtapes and shit. Because a lot of rappers become actors or R&B singers,
Donald
like a lot of
Glover.
musical artists.
He
He
was an
started out-
actor. He
didn't
was
he
an
start
actor
out
first. He
acting?
was
He
an
started-
actor first.
He
And he was a
started
writer.
as Challenge Gambino
He
first.
started out
Nah.
rapping.
He
I'm
was
pretty
30
sure he
Rock and all
started
that,
out.
and he was on YouTube
Nah, he
first.
was writing for Derek Comedy
Yeah,
before
Derek
his
Comedy.
first album came out.
Oh,
Right?
I
Who
thought
was
it was.
Derek Comedy?
Derek Comedy is the original group that he was a part of.
Right.
Just him and the guys that got him the job on 30 Rock
Yeah.
when he was like 22.
But so Derek Comedy is an actor. And
That was a
Derek
group.
Comedy is his acting group. Derek Comedy, the one that did the Bro Rape video.
Oh, okay.
But he had been doing a lot of comedy with them
Right.
before that and skits and stuff, and that propelled him onto 30 Rock,
Right.
in which he probably was rapping
Yeah, but he
at the
wasn't known
time,
for
but
it.
he was. I mean, as much as anybody rap, my brother right now out in California, he's acting and rapping. Whichever one pop off first, is
That's
what he
what
gonna
he
be
gonna
known
go
for. Nobody know him now at all, but
Just throwing
They
in
buy-
a bunch of eyes.
they
and
buying
fires
his
and
tracks
whatever.
right now.
That's what's up.
And he's in a new show that's about to come out on a pilot episode. That might be his break situation.
That's dope.
So, whichever one he pop
Yeah.
off first, that's what
That what
he
it
gonna be
gonna
known
be.
for.
But
Just funny.
But a lot of people use Lil Dicky,
Yes.
that's
Okay.
another one.
Who?
Lil Dicky,
Does he
Who?
act?
rapper.
Who?
Did he act?
He
No,
got a show.
I'm being facetious when I say that because he was on the freshman class and
Dog, Lil Dicky can rap, man.
no, he cannot.
All right, whatever.
Stop. Don't do that.
You like the Nas.
I like
album.
Lil Dicky. I like Lil Dicky.
I like Lil
I mean,
Dicky
he
too.
was
man.
on-
I'm
he
not
was
gonna
on-
leave you out there by
He
yourself.
was on the freshman class. He was on the freshman XXL freshman class. So
What was your point of bringing him up?
he acts.
Lil Dicky wasn't even planning on being a rapper. He's using rap to get into what else he want to do.
Right.
Just because he just happened to get a break. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't think it's really clear cut as to what a person is versus what they do versus what we see.
Well, the problem is
Oh, nigga, Drake. Fuck.
yeah,
Drake.
there you go.
There you go. That's an example.
Okay, I'll accept Drake.
Drake.
Well, the problem is Lakeith. What is his name? Stanfield.
Lakeith Stanfield.
He's already got his break, and he's fucking it up by rapping. He should stop the rapping.
Yeah, he should stop
the
that
rapping
shit.
ain't really the problem.
It's definitely the problem.
No, the rapping ain't the problem.
We didn't know he was this stupid.
So
we
you
thought he
saying the
was acting all
content
this time.
of the rap is the problem?
The content of the rap is the problem.
You can't just drop the F word like that.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
we wouldn't be talking about this story if he just said rainbows, butterflies, unicorns, rainbows.
I don't
all
know.
hoes.
I don't
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
If
I
it
mean,
was a
that's fine.
516.
If it was 20 years ago, maybe.
If it was
I mean,
five
if it was,
16,
if it was still a horrible rap, but it didn't have any inflammatory language in it, we wouldn't be
Right.
talking about it at all. The reason
There's-
we
there's
talking
a line
about it
that you
is
don't
because
cross.
he's a weird dude.
Yeah.
He gave a weird reason why he did it, and it was weird freestyle, and he can't freestyle.
And he can't freestyle.
but
like-
he did give. I mean, before he did it, he actually said, "Hey, this content is very."
But you know, people selectively hear stuff.
That make it worse.
Right. That means you knew this was going to
Yeah,
happen.
he said this is very. I think he was like, "This is very offensive content, so listen at your own risk" or something like
Like
that.
if I come to one of y'all and be like, "Look, I'm finna slap the shit out you, hard as hell, okay? I'm finna slap the shit out you."
Hey,
Like
I'm going to have to hit you
I
back.
warned you.
the warning didn't do nothing. The warning didn't make a difference.
At least I
Warned
warned you.
shit still came after the warning.
His
Yeah.
motherfucking
Wow.
Nipsey Hussle.
Bitch. Nipsey Hussle. That was the. I
Don't
ain't
slap
never.
no cones out, man.
I ain't never seen somebody get bitch slapped like that before in my life. That was amazing.
He should have been in
He was-
Superfly.
Yeah, bitch. God, man, that was nice.
But yeah.
I don't think Lakeith Stanfield is just a weird dude.
Yes.
To whatever the latest award show was, he wore his big stupid looking wig.
Yeah.
Like a anime character. He looked
Was
like
that BET
Sailor
Awards?
Moon out here. Yeah, it was BET Awards. Looking like Sailor Moon.
Like he's a really weird person,
Yeah.
and I feel like he's the rap version of JJ Fish.
Oh
He-
my God!
He hear himself spitting. JJ
I miss
Fish
JJ Fish.
hear himself
Damn,
singing
what was
like
that
Luther
song?
Vandross.
I knew
Something about you,
you,
girl.
I hate all of y'all. Why are you singing this?
Cause JJ Fish was
And
the
you know
shit.
what? The worst thing is you sounded better than JJ Fish.
But he was the shit. Fuck
When
man.
he dropped a music video for
Yeah.
this shit and he was just doing all that dance.
was great.
Shit.
It's like
I'm gonna
before
find
the-
you.
before
I'm finding
the
you.
video. If you
finding
didn't know he was in special ed before the video, after the video, you knew he was in special
But
ed.
he wasn't even all beat. He was just.
Oh man, I'm gonna find you, Ice JJ Fish. I'm gonna find you.
Him and that
probably waiting
Genuine, the
tables
dude
somewhere.
that think he's Genuine. Have I showed y'all him? Before
No.
y'all leave, I've got to show you.
Ice JJ
He has a dude that it's like Cordero. I'll find him. He does Genuine songs, and
Oh,
he
man.
like he done permed his hair, and he like slick it so it got like Genuine waves. And it's like the R&B version of JJ Ice Fish.
Jesus.
Damn.
No.
Cause JJ be trying to rap and shit.
I
Well,
thought he was
JJ,
singing.
he started off singing.
He
Yeah.
did,
But JJ Icefish think he's singing like Luther, that's what he hear. And Lakeith Stanfield rapping think he sound like Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why, but he do. He think he out here flowing and he just high.
It's
He gotta be
terrible.
high.
I hope so. That would be my excuse.
That would make the most
high.
sense.
He gonna fuck up his next couple of checks because you can't do that in Hollywood.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
don't-
right now
He'll
the
probably still be in Atlanta, but like
Wait,
other avenues. would be
what do I say? Homosexual? Do I say gay? I don't know what to say.
Either
I think
of those
either
is
one's
acceptable.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the
Just don't
homosexual
drop the F-bomb.
the homosexual button is something right now that you just cannot.
He's on a show called
Press.
Atlanta. All right.
The
Wait.
irony. Oh, the
But-
irony.
You can't. That's a hot
Black
button
gay Mecca.
topic.
I
and,
know,
Yeah.
and you fucking up your money, dude. Just shut the fuck up. Delete all your social medias.
Maybe he got enough money.
Nah, it ain't never enough money.
Yeah, for some people it is.
Nah, not for
Can't
Lakeith.
tell that.
He want to keep dressing up like Sailor Moon, so my nigga, he can't.
yeah, you
gotta
can't buy
do-
these expensive wigs. Where you gonna get your bundles from?
That wig did not look
You ain't gonna get
expensive.
these. You can't get the expensive bundles no
Why do
more.
you know the word bundle?
Party City wig.
Yeah, that wig did not look
You
expensive. That
should
wig
not know
cost
what bundles
$15.
are.
Yes, I do.
Let's have a conversation about why Cole knows about bundles.
Yes.
That's interesting.
I know about bundles.
Thank you.
I mean, I know
You're
about
supposed-
it
you're
too,
supposed
but
to be
he
knowing-
just
you're
brought it
supposed to-
out
you're
like it was
supposed to know
nothing.
that. Look, whoever my future girlfriend is gonna be,
That nigga gonna be
I
buying
need
you
to
bundles.
know shit.
Are
You
you
gonna
gonna
get
go
that
buy
Remy
her
and that
bundles?
yak.
If she needs me to.
Look at you.
Look,
I like that Himalayan.
Niggas
She
buy
might
her-
want that Himalayan. She might
Oh,
want that
you gonna
Asian.
drop about $400-$500
Yeah, that
on
She
some
worth
Himalayan.
it. She worth it. I'm dropping them.
Malaysian. You got me saying the shit wrong.
I know.
Himalayan is not a thing.
Malaysian.
Malaysian.
Asian,
That
blazing,
Remy
don't
and
even
that
matter. I'm dropping them. Nah, I ain't
I
gonna
want
I'm
y'all
not
to
gonna
know
drop
that this
them.
nigga lying his
I'm
ass
not gonna
off.
drop
We
them.
just gotta blow up the spot, man.
I ain't gonna drop. I ain't gonna drop them stacks like that.
Ladies, get
Hey,
Nicole
look,
Jackson to you.
I'm going to.
You want real credit? You gotta know about them lace fronts.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
True.
There you go.
You know, you know about them lace fronts, then they gonna be like, oh,
I don't know shit about that.
Points for you.
What you know about them lace fronts?
Yeah.
I know a little something.
There you go. We can talk. We can talk. We can
As he
talk.
stroked
We can
his
talk.
beard, I know
We
a
can
little
talk. We can talk.
something.
We can talk. Know what I'm
I got
saying?
a
We
little
can
hook
talk.
up down there.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, stay up on that weave talk, brother.
Oh, point. What's your
Maxine Waters, Auntie
Auntie
Maxine.
Be
Maxine.
careful what you ask
so
for.
fucking mad about this
So
shit.
Auntie Maxine.
This is unfortunate. This is the first time I
Why
ain't
is it
rolled with
unfortunate?
her. This is the first time I ain't rolled with her. But go
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
So Sarah Huckabee Sanders got her ass kicked out of a restaurant.
Right.
I can't say I don't agree with the sentiment of it. But
I don't agree with
I
that
don't
at
agree
all.
with the action of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I agree with the feeling that a person might have had, but I don't agree with taking action on that based as an individual business
Right.
that the government allows to operate.
Right.
I just
Right.
don't agree with telling anybody they can leave. Maxine Waters came out and said, y'all need to confront the politicians. If you don't agree with their policies, you need to confront them. You need to rally. You need to obstruct their days. That's what y'all need to do.
She was okay with the rally. You need to talk about it, but obstruct. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's why I fell off. I was like, all right, Auntie.
So-
not this time, Auntie.
How do y'all
I mean-
feel about it? It sounds like we might all be on the
No.
same page.
My nigga, if I'm eating dinner,
Anybody okay
I
with
mean,
that?
there's a
some of
time and a
these-
place.
Some of these people have families.
A lot
and
of
a
them do.
lot,
A
and
lot
a
of
lot,
them
and a
do.
lot of these people don't know the line.
Well,
Yep.
think about it this
And-
way. I'm sorry.
No. I mean,
Because she could be inciting violence saying that without that.
That's
I don't think
definitely
that,
exciting.
I don't
Yeah.
think that was her point.
Don't think so.
I don't think that was her point, but there are extremists that'll just
yeah,
That's what I'm about to say. All these
obstruct that day means like physically obstructing them.
throwing water or paint or something. on
Something
common
there.
like
sense
that,
people
like-
are not gonna go out here and find somebody in a restaurant and jump down their
Exactly,
throat.
But
These are the people who are
extremists
exactly.
will.
They gonna do all this crazy shit.
So like I wasn't with that part of what she said, and I kind of was.
Because
Now-
the thing, I'm gonna say this and then I'll let you, I'm sorry.
It's
The
all right.
thing about it is, at the end of the day, man, the word extremist is exactly that. Like, people sometimes go too far with some of this shit, and then it's a situation where I've got to protect myself, and then it's a physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just don't know the line of the damn limit.
But what if Sarah? I think Sarah got kids. What if she did with?
She
like,
was with
mine?
9 people.
Right.
But
It
were
was
they
her
all-
and it
was
was
that
her
the
family.
family? Yeah, it was
Yes.
her family. Yeah.
Now
It
what?
was 9 people with her. Like everybody had to leave.
What about all the people in the restaurant? Like all the other folks who had nothing to do about it. Now their whole evening is interrupted
Or
by
they
this.
might have been like, "Yeah, bitch, get out."
I mean, a lot of people got up and was recording it with their
I
phones.
bet ain't
but
nobody else leave.
No, probably not.
you got a
I
free
bet they
meal.
was sat back
Listen.
down waiting for their food.
Sarah is not a very likable person. I will say that. So I'm trying to think if I was in a restaurant and she was there and they kicked her out, I'd be like,
I
"Am my
think
steak
that's-
ready yet?"
Right.
When it's coming
Right.
out, like I don't feel like I would get up and be like, "Can't believe they kicked Sarah out." She's just not likable. Doesn't make it right. But it ain't nothing that would have made me get up and leave my meal. Is what I'm saying.
So what
I sat down
what
late.
if it was a physical? What if something physical had happened to her?
That's wrong,
You know
period.
what I'm saying?
Is it near my table? And how
Possibly
good
so.
is the steak?
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So I think it's wrong,
Just
period.
depends.
Like, we shouldn't put our hands on these politicians at this point.
Absolutely not. No.
She didn't say that. Do that either though.
Didn't he just say
The
physical?
word well,
No, she didn't
She
say
said
that.
No,
obstruct
I
their
thought-
day.
I
thought I heard
Not
Cole
they-
say
they
physical.
bodies, they're not
People-
physically.
he was saying that
people take
could construe
shit
it.
like that, and in their mind, it's like, I know how to obstruct the day. I'm gonna take some of this paint and throw it on her and do all. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
my problem with the discourse is
They were doing
that
that for Peter.
Republicans, one,
Left fur, they throw blood on
Republicans
him.
can't continue to shield Trump in the shit he says and then be the same level of mad at Maxine Waters for the shit that she says.
Right.
Like, this is my problem with the discourse. you can't all of a sudden make it sound like Maxine Waters is calling for violence when Donald Trump has actually told you if you hit that person, I'll even pay for your bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
At his rallies, he encourages violence a lot. If there are people there that are anti-Trump, so.
But see, my thing is Maxine Waters got a salary and a life that allow her to cancel going to Alabama in different states.
Oh, well.
I am not finna see Sarah Huckabee Sanders at a gas station and do shit.
No.
Because I'm a black man in America.
Why?
And I'll be under a jail somewhere.
We didn't talk about that part of the story, though, that now Maxine Waters is receiving threats and shit, and she's having
she rolling with security.
Like she should. What happened?
She thought that the people that rock with her were going to be like, "Yay, Maxine." She probably thought the dissenters would like say. I don't think she probably didn't think she was gonna get no death threats.
I feel like Maxine Waters has said some more out there crazy shit than what she said before, and she ain't got no death threats.
She's been ratcheting it up.
Out and like interact with these people in a negative way. She said that shit needs to change. She said that people need to get out and vote. I think this is probably the first time she's encouraged citizens to just go out disrupting folks when they see them out.
What changed this time?
She got a civil rights mindset.
Right.
Yeah.
She done always had a civil rights mindset.
Rights hairdo.
Yeah.
What changed this time is
glasses too.
All her comments had been focused on Trump by himself, and now it's kind of spreading out to the whole party,
to the administration.
Yeah, and then when the reverse happens to her, and then she's like throwing up her hands, saying, "Whoa, what's going on? Why y'all doing this?"
Yeah.
So I mean,
I don't think what she was saying was meaning to be what it became and what the right started using as a talking point.
But you know how the media twists things around and people twist things around.
She didn't see that herself.
She was just, I mean, I look at her as speaking with passion. She spoke with too much passion, and she said some things that got flipped on her. I mean, she didn't mean, like Sean Hannity came out and said Maxine Waters said that we should be violent towards people.
Right, and that's not what she said, but that's the media spin.
That's the media spin. Yeah. Again, I need clicks. I need viewers.
I don't think that politicians, citizens, any of us should inhibit how we speak because of what the media can do with it. The media can do anything with whatever they want to do with whatever, however.
Right.
You gonna have to say what you want to say. But you're gonna be held accountable for it if it does get spun that way. So I think you need to be more intentional with your words. But I don't think you should just not say things because the media can do something with it.
Well, I agree with you there,
PR team. Yeah. They'll erase that shit.
It ain't no big deal. Ain't nobody finna be out here wilding out. Ain't nobody finna be out here crowding around Trump administration.
I don't know.
I don't know. How many people willing to go to jail? Because now they finna give Sarah Huckabee Sanders active
security
detail.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Secret Service detail. Who is really finna confront them now?
I feel like
there's a lot of clout chasing people out there.
Because I mean, think about on the other side of things when Trump says these things and inflames the right. There are stupid ass people that go out here acting upon these things. They do get arrested. They don't care though.
But
so it would be equal on the left.
It wouldn't be equal.
Why?
Because what Trump is doing is embedded in 3 years worth of campaigning and subtly integrating himself into the psyche of these people who already done felt subjugated. Mm-hmm. Maxine Waters, this is a one-off shoot. But she ain't gonna say this shit no more. And now ain't no other Democrats gonna say this shit now because of what that happened.
True.
Well, what Democrats have been saying anything for real?
Yeah.
Democrats ain't been doing shit.
They haven't done a damn thing.
But
like
this
collusion.
This small amount of time that Trump has been president, so much bullshit is already happening. I think people are angry. Yes. I mean, I don't think that you can discount the people on the left that are just tired of every day.
And that's the problem
every day in the news or something else.
I just don't think this finna become a thing.
That's the problem. People are so angry and they riled up. They just waiting for something to trigger them.
I don't think so, man. I don't think that's the case on the left.
I definitely think it is. All you hear on the news is Trump hate.
Have as deep convictions as the people that believe their country is being ripped up from under them.
That's all
Democrats
you see on
have
TV.
continued to believe that the country is leaning towards their side. It's becoming more liberal actively. And now Trump the right have to actively do shit to pull it back right. Democrats ain't got shit to be mad about. That's why the Democratic Party ain't doing shit.
Well,
look at the whole.
But that's the problem. The Democratic Party ain't doing shit.
But we're talking about citizens. We're not talking about other politicians.
Look
because on the Trump side, it's the regular citizens that attend his rallies that are getting empowered by whatever the fuck it is he's saying. So when I say that, I mean average citizens on the left, not Democrat, not people within the party, like the senators and all.
I still just don't feel like citizens on the Democratic side, on the liberal side, are mad enough to take one thing that Maxine Waters done said without, because they anger ain't coming from the Democratic Party.
It's coming,
putting anger in their heads like Trump's side.
Right.
Their anger is coming
that.
from the actual shit that Donald Trump is doing.
And that's what I was
so
gonna
if
say.
they are that level of riled up, Maxine Waters didn't do shit to make. I mean, maybe she could have potentially propelled it a little bit, but it ain't gonna change that. The anger been happening from what Trump is doing, and it's
look at the outrage from this immigration thing.
Supreme Court justice.
Oh, geez.
Right. You finna bring up?
Well, I was just saying, look at the outrage from the immigration.
Oh, the
immigration.
mean,
everybody's just ticked off about it, and nobody really knows what.
Like the last story last week.
It's just
what's name said they were actors.
Oh no, they definitely not actors. Yeah. It's just everybody's super emotional, and we all need to step back before we do something stupid.
A lot of bullshit going on.
Yeah.
Well, my second story.
Yeah, you.
Just gonna jump on.
You gave me a nice alley-oop, but I got to go in order.
Oh, we're in order. Go ahead.
No. Go.
Ladies first. Order would be Cole. Actually, he went first.
Oh shit! Well, I thought we was gonna bounce it back to him, and then that, and then I'll just be last. It's like
slam dunk.
You already ready?
Slam dunk.
There you go. NBA Jam. Oh, I'm thinking of NBA Jam. Sorry.
I think he was emulating NBA Jam when he did that. Yeah. Oh, Devil May Cry.
NBA Jam. He's on fire.
Oh, okay.
He's heating up.
I'll just go ahead and kill.
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez. Y'all remember him?
Who was that?
He did. He killed some NFL player that committed murder.
Isn't he dead?
And then got a boyfriend in prison and then hung himself. What did you say?
Secret butt pirate.
Oh, Jesus.
It sounds like an anime.
So at the time of his death, he had a fiance, Shayana Jenkins. And Shayana's pregnant. By who, you man?
Yes, who?
His ex-teammate.
No.
What is this?
I'm not surprised.
Dino Gilmet.
With a name like Dino. I feel like Dino is in multiple wives right now.
You know what's funny? I've known about a couple Dinos in my life, and they ain't none of them niggas been working down. None of them. Oh, that's Dino's girl.
That's just
I fucked up.
Weird.
What that mean?
That you would have a baby with the teammate, with your ex-fiance. Because she wasn't upset at Aaron. She was sad when he died. Like, it ain't like they had beef and she was still
maybe she
like...
knew he was a butt pirate.
She did, though. She found out when all the rest of us did because he left a note to his
maybe
boyfriend.
She knew.
I think she probably knew.
She might have. What they got to do with it? She was still his fiance?
It depends on when Dino started getting with her.
She can go get some meat and he can go get some meat.
I doubt that he would have been all right with it being from him.
They took some takeout.
I fucking hate you so much. I doubt he would have been okay with, like, when people do swinging and shit, I don't think niggas be wanting you to swing with their friends. Like, usually it's people that you don't know, and that's cool.
No.
But your teammates.
How you know?
Usually, when somebody dies, when somebody goes to jail, they're comforted by somebody that was
close.
already in that circle.
Yep.
This happens a lot.
Yeah.
It does, but it doesn't make it. And
then y'all talk about a story where a lady left with the brother of some other dude.
Oh, yeah, I'm bringing that up when we talk about the past stories. That was fucked up, too, though.
And it's the same situation.
I'm not saying it's right.
He was
I'm
still
saying
alive,
that,
though. She just left him.
I'm saying that this happens. It ain't surprising me.
She kept it quiet till, like, I think she had the little girl, and then that's when.
Who's the father?
Exactly.
You know.
Well, the damn sure ain't Aaron Hernandez.
It's damn sure not him. Dino says that he's very excited about it and thinks that Aaron would have been happy with this. This arrangement.
My homeboy. If I'm at my homeboy, she'd be happy that I got his girl pregnant.
So if you die.
It's my homeboy.
So if you die and you have a fiance at the time,
and I just walk right up in there,
right on in there,
I'm dead.
What
can I do? Hide him? Ooh.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Look,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's exactly how I'm doing.
You ready to record?
What's up gonna do? Oh no! Oh, the ghost of Cole Jackson is here.
I'm not gonna run like that. I'm gonna get the camera. We gonna get the mics going.
You just possess his body while he cheek diving.
Yo, that was. cheek diving.
Like
I'm
Ghost
using
Dad.
that. I like that.
Why?
But that would also be funny as fuck.
Ew.
Yeah, Ghost Dad did like have.
Yeah, Ghost Dad did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like
Cheek diving.
Imagine
Wait,
what
that's a Cosby
imagine
movie.
what Ghost Dad was doing.
Oh,
Imagine
no!
what Ghost Dad was doing outside of the part we saw.
I hate y'all.
Damn it! Is anything sacred Bill Cosby wise anymore?
He didn't need no
No,
drugs
I
at
guess
that point.
not.
He
No,
just
it's
went
not.
up in
I'm
there.
a ghost. I can possess anybody.
I would like to take my time and go ahead and possess your body
Oh my god.
with my pill.
He possessed the woman to drink the drink, and then he possessed the dude.
It looks like I'm gonna have a good time tonight because I'm gonna put my wing wang in your ziggle ziggle.
Oh Jesus.
Blah.
These people are sick.
Rest in peace, Bill Cosby.
He ain't dead, nigga.
Yes, he is.
His career is.
Don't be projecting that on us because we exploiting his sickness.
Yeah, I mean, for real.
Jesus.
Nigga ain't dead yet. His career just dead.
Close
He was
enough.
gonna buy it. They framed him because he was gonna buy
I'm
NBC.
so tired of
Duh.
hearing people say that shit.
He was gonna
Please.
buy NBC. They framed him.
Jesus. I
Quaalude.
get so ignored.
Did he only have one son?
Enos, yeah, his son's dead.
Yeah.
And his daughter died this year too. So.
He didn't have nobody to pass
His
down his
old
Quaalude
age shit ass
collection to.
said she died of shame.
I mean,
My doctor
kinda
father, he was prescribing all these pills.
I was saying it's a shame that he ain't have nobody to pass his Quaalude collection down to.
Nigga, next story. Please. Who has the next story?
They started making Quaaludes for Bill Cosby to steal the album in the 2000s. This man got a whole vault full of Quaaludes.
I'm sure the shelf life is gone. It's past by now.
No, it's drugs.
Not for active drugs.
Oh man.
Bro,
You have a shelf like that?
you can go back 2,000 years and get some cocaine leaves that you find in a box and get high as hell. Probably a better high.
Yeah,
Maybe
more
it's age to perfection. Wow, it's like cheese.
This is exactly what I needed for my drink.
Oh my God.
Blah.
Oh man. Well,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, go, bro. You
I'm
don't
not-
want to see your story.
Speaking of people
With Quaaludes.
Oh God, where's that going? I'm scared now.
I was trying to say the expendable actor Terry Crews got extremely emotional last week when he did his Senate testimony on sexual assault.
I'm so.
And
I'm gonna say the piece when he gets
go ahead,
finished.
say it now.
No, finish the story. Real quick.
I was just
Why are
going.
you so angry?
I'm gonna tell you why.
He told his story of how he was sexually assaulted at a party, and he on the Gubmint Name show, you'll probably hear a clip of he said his wife trained him for situations like this, and without having his wife in his life, he probably would have done something extremely stupid. And so I thought that was important, you know, that a man like Terry Crews, I mean, Senator Feinstein asked him, like, you're so big, you're so powerful, why didn't you just do something to stop this?
But
And
his response made sense.
Right. He said, as a black man, you're only afforded a few opportunities of success. And
And if somebody got to touch your meat for it, sir, I'm sorry. Meat got to get touched.
he grabbed that
He
dude
didn't say
twice,
that.
apparently.
So can I
Yeah,
just
man. Please, I want to know why you're so angry.
fuck Terry Crews?
Whoa.
Goddamn it! Fuck this.
No,
This
let's hear him
this
out.
is
Let's hear him out.
dude. Okay, you a big nigga.
Okay.
People are going to say, "Why didn't you do this, that, or this?"
He just.
It
No, wait,
comes.
wait,
It
wait,
comes.
just hear
It
him
comes with the territory. Dude, let the shit just say what you gotta say and let the shit fucking go.
Wow.
Just take the fucking shit that people gonna say about you and be done with it. Like, just fuck it. I'm tired of this nigga. I'm tired of this bullshit. Yes, he got. What happened? He
Sexually
he-
assault.
he-
The guy grabbed his dick
yeah, he
at a
pumped
party.
his dick or something. Like, dude, tell your story. Be done with it. You know,
Are you
motherfuckers
fucking
going.
serious?
Dude,
Would you say that about a woman?
That's why you about to get flamed, my
why? He a big nigga. People are gonna say that about him. Fuck
Would
it.
you? But
So
would
if
you
he
be?
was smaller, would it be different?
I don't
What
know.
if he was like
Jet Li size,
what's the little
but
dude
not
name?
Jet Li.
What you talking about, Willis?
Oh.
Dead.
Gary Coleman.
If he was a Gary Coleman type dude, what
I mean, they had an episode of Different Strokes about that.
There was an episode where he tried to get the
He
bite.
told him he took his shirt off, and Dudley got touched.
Yeah.
Dudley was the one who drunk the wine.
He drunk the
It
wine.
was terrible. I'm sorry.
He wanted that new bike.
Is it because of his size?
I'm tired of the damn Terry Crews. Look,
My
I'm
nigga,
trying to understand why you're tired. Saying you're tired is
I'm
not
just
why.
saying. Well, I'm tired of hearing it because he's like, well, he put something on. I think it was on Instagram or something like that, like where they was asking him these questions, and he said, I did. Like, why didn't you push him off of you? Or I couldn't. Or why didn't you tell him no? I did. Why didn't you do this? I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just tired of.
You feel like he's grandstanding?
It's too much now. Like, just
Wow.
let the shit talk. Tell your story and be done with the shit.
But
Just tell your story and be done with it.
All right, stop,
so
man.
here's my problem with that.
Okay.
It is that Terry Crews, yes, he is a big dude, but Terry Crews is not the only dude that's happened to. Like, it's so funny for me to hear you say that, because when we had Me Too and all of this stuff that was happening, niggas was upset because people don't care about what happens to men. Terry Crews is trying to bring light to shit that happens with men in Hollywood, and you telling him to shut the fuck up. He needs to
I'm
stop
telling him
talking
to
about it.
I'm not talking about not talk about what happened to him. I'm just saying, like, they keep asking me. He keeps talking about why didn't I beat him up or all this other stuff, man. Like, let it go, man. Like, people gonna ask you that question.
Damn.
Just be like, no comment.
I think the question is. I think the question is, why did he have a Senate hearing? I don't know what led to him having a Senate hearing.
Yeah,
To which he was telling, because he told us in the Senate hearing. This
Right.
wasn't just I'm telling my story on an interview or something like that. Somebody called for him to testify in a Senate
Right.
hearing, and he answered all these questions in that situation. So he's not the only one that's allowing this to live, because this is a situation that exposed a powerful man that could have been doing this to other people, and is probably having all kind of Kevin Spacey type relationships with motherfuckers.
Right.
You'll never know, but I think he ain't the only one keeping it alive. But I do think that he is sacrificing a lot to be staying in this limelight.
Yeah.
I think that somebody like Terry Crews would gain a shitload from dropping this shit, letting it go and stop talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
He's risking to lose more and more because he exposed somebody big in Hollywood.
Yeah,
How many more big people in Hollywood you think will be willing to work with him because he exposed one? It might just be about you touching me now, but what if it was about something else that we saw you do? And we know everybody got their secrets.
Right.
So, I mean, how many actors will want to work next to him now? Or and imagine how many actors is doing their own level of bullshit who like, I don't be on
That's the
Terry
thing.
Crews.
Right.
He discovered my shit. We got a problem. So I think
It's time for the bullshit to stop, though.
admirable. You know what I'm saying? To be doing what he's doing. But
because who else is doing it?
The only people who
Nobody.
get upset about this is the ones who molesting people, touching on folks.
we would just need to, I would just need to know what his mindset is while he's doing all of this. Because he's talked about the threats that come to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's talked about the threats of being blackballed that's coming to
Right,
him.
right.
He's talked about the work that has stopped coming to him because of this stuff.
Right.
Like, he hasn't talked about nothing positive that came from this. So to me, he's standing up to the face of a big system. But I do understand, to a lot of people, it do look like grandstanding, because a lot of people don't yet understand that this is the same thing that happens to men, and it have the same effect as women. It don't really matter how big you are.
Right.
And that's why they
Crews-
don't say anything, because the reaction is always like, "Well, you a man? Why would you let that happen?" Like, women are deemed to be weak and they need to be protected. Men are strong, so why would you allow that to happen? You gonna get that more as a man than you would as a woman. Like, why would you gonna stand there and
It
let
just
him
shows
grab
the
you?
power dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean,
But,
he
think-
was powerless in this situation.
And think about this. Dudes that become big as Terry Crews is, the way that they are, is usually from a level of insecurity that they might not feel they've been able to stand up to things in their life. Just the same opposite way, when you got a grown man that's short, he'll stand up to any goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Just because, so sometimes being big and being like that ain't what's going to protect you from something.
Yeah.
And that's where the Senate people asking them questions,
Right.
that's where their blindness in the situation come from, because they looked at his sheer size and said you should have been able to do something.
Right, and that's my question.
They don't
because
look at the context of the person.
Steinfeld, she asked that question.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it's the
but
same
she
situation.
said she felt like she
It was a
followed up
question.
with
Right.
saying that because he wasn't gonna say anything because he got emotional. And she was like, "No, I think this needs to be heard.
Go ahead
I
and say
think
it.
this
Just
needs
say
to
it
be
right.
said."
But
So-
it's like Body by Cole. You all super huge and big, and what if another
I'm
dude?
not super huge and big.
Well, what if a dude just approach you?
When he get knocked the fuck out.
Well, but
What
what
if
if
it
this
was
was
Terry
somebody?
Crews?
then I'm gonna lose.
You gonna try
Y'all gonna hip
fight
wrestle.
I ain't going down for 11
Yeah, like
He gonna hip wrestle.
it's gonna be
but-
like
Well,
it's gonna be
but-
like next Friday.
That ain't the equivalent. The equivalent would have to be somebody that has a hand in what happens with your career.
right.
Because that's the dynamic that nobody, like, they looking at his size, they not looking at the power dynamic as to who this person was and who he was at the time and where he was trying to get to.
So if the big wig of all of our jobs, who could provide us opportunities beyond our widest measures, came and gave us a little touchy touch, and either if we keep the touchy touch, we can go up, or if we expose the touchy touch, we
gonna
can
get
lose
fired.
our whole career. Period.
Nah,
I
they can
ain't-
fire
What
I
are
me.
ain't
we
have
doing?
I ain't have a job before this one.
I
man.
know, right? They can fire me.
I ain't have a job for this one.
I mean, the money's good, but find
like
something
I
else.
don't need to be molested, at a grown molested at that.
What if it's a good molestation? Like,
What?
what if you actually enjoyed it?
What if she like Halle Berry out here?
Oh well.
I mean,
wait, I'm thinking man on man.
I was
type
thinking that too,
molestation.
but,
No, if
Alternate
it's a
union.
woman, then it's fine that she go up and grab your dick.
How
then.
big is it?
it ain't right. But I mean, if I'm gonna
Is the titties big?
if I'm gonna get something out of this situation, I might as well enjoy it.
It depends on if she get a rise out of the power dynamic, and that's what appeases her. So me being belittled in that situation makes her
Right.
happy, or if she just trying to holler at your boy.
Like Jennifer Aniston on Bosses. Have you ever seen that movie, Bosses?
Yeah, that movie's
I've
Horrible
Like
never,
Bosses.
her.
I've
Horrible
never,
Bosses,
never
yeah.
seen that movie before.
that movie's
Jennifer
funny.
Aniston was fucking with one of the characters, and he didn't want her.
He was trying to get married, and she just kept trying to.
no that pussy.
I would just tell my girlfriend, like my boss at work is trying to touch on me.
But then it makes you look.
Cut her. Cut that bitch.
Who the hell you dating?
Shit.
They
Wait a
gonna go
minute.
ahead and
You
shake
don't think
that
you?
motherfucker.
Wait, one woman ain't finna go up here and help me? Cut that motherfucker. We in this together.
You need to watch Horrible Bosses. They
They
kind of.
Y'all seen the second one?
Yeah.
I didn't see the
Great.
second
They did
one,
two
so
of 'em?
the first-
Yes,
Yeah.
they're great
They
movies.
funny.
They're funny.
Nigga street racing the Prius.
Well, I'd be damn.
Oh shit.
All right.
Oh, I guess it's. Who is it? My turn? Have you
Yeah,
already?
Is it raining
yeah,
under?
I got one.
It is. Storming actually.
Really? I was gonna wash my car.
Thunder and the thunder, lightning and the thunder.
Serena
Hey!
Williams is Serena Williams thinks she's being singled out by the anti-doping agency.
Yes.
So
And she's
apparently,
right.
She gets tested 6 to 8 times a year,
Shit.
including twice in 1 week. Every other person, she's number 454. Everybody else gets it about twice a year, and she been tweeting this the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The duration of her career, they've been coming to drug test her. And what
Because
happened is they
obviously
popped up at her house this time. And she wasn't there, and they waited.
They trying to make sure she
Waiting
cheating.
for her to get back to drug
Because she
test.
can't
She can't
possibly
be this
just
great.
be that great.
She can't be
She
great.
gotta be drugged.
I
I
mean,
fucking hate
have you
this
seen Serena Williams?
Yeah,
Post
she-
baby Serena
she
Williams
a bad
is
mother.
like
So
She-Hulk.
yes.
But I'm.
Guess what?
Damn, why
White
didn't they
people-
cast her? No, I'm sorry.
Guess what?
She's
Y'all
too black.
bred us to be that way. Now
Perfect.
you mad because she out here fucking over all you little white girls on the tennis court. Y'all bred us
I
to
don't.
be that
I
way.
don't like white women. What are you talking about?
No, she's
Talking about, she's
Oh.
talking
I
about
said
white
white people.
Oh, sorry.
Are you white?
No.
You
apparently
light, but you're not that light.
Sorry.
light skinned, but I'm still a dog nigga.
Hey.
White people bred us to be that way. Then you get mad when we dominating that sports and shit and want to call it doping. Bitch.
Yeah, I think that's
But this is okay for people who haven't been following Serena Williams' career. These types of things have been happening to her all of her career.
That's what he was
because
saying.
she's so
It's
much.
fucked up.
She's so much better than everybody
Yes.
else.
she's
But
got to be cheating.
She's worked. I mean, but she's worked on her craft as far as like being a tennis player, which she will go in. I mean, ESPN has deemed her probably one of the greatest athletes of all time. Period.
And what was that?
Man or woman.
The reporter that said, do you think she's jealous of Maria Sharapova's good model, good look?
Yeah.
First of all,
Serena,
Who
one of the
look-
baddest ones out there. Nigga, what
who
you talking
wanna look
about?
like Maria? Nobody want to look like Maria.
Y'all do understand that black and white people have a different standard for
Yes,
what
I know.
their women look like.
And that's fine, but
But they women are
recognize that.
emulating all black chicks now.
No, now they are, yeah.
Not all of them.
Well, a lot of
some
them
of them
are.
still want to
American
keep
white
their.
women-
Playing Rachel Dolezal.
European white women just trying to be as skinny, those old European
Ugh.
traditional
They
beauty
look all
standards.
sickly.
So all the people she be playing on the tennis court,
That's why they
they
losing.
look how the Europeans want their women to look.
That's how they losing though.
And she out here just
Eat a sandwich.
So they out here losing.
Somebody got to win.
Are they losing?
Somebody got to win when Serena ain't there.
Her sister.
No, Venus is kind of done as far as like tennis is. She's not as good as she used to be. She just kind of fell off.
I don't think she was. I feel
Wasn't
it
there
just
another little
seems
girl?
like Serena was more dedicated to it than Venus.
Actually, Venus was
was
dominating
running
before.
things.
Venus
Yeah.
started off.
Yeah,
fine.
Venus
But
was.
I always they had like we gonna talk about Joe Jackson, but they had like a Joe Jackson type dad. I feel like they were both pushed into
No,
it.
their dad was more like Floyd Mayweather Senior. That's how he wasn't Joe Jackson. He was more Floyd Mayweather Senior.
I feel like they got pushed into it, and she has a natural talent. I think she's just good at it. But I feel like over the years, I don't think she ever really wanted to do it at the level that they've been doing it.
I mean, if you they've done interviews with Venus. Venus has always been dedicated to tennis. The thing about it is Serena just was so overpowering. And then when you go back and look, because I watched when they play, but they faced each other in finals and Wimbledon finals and U.S. Open finals and stuff like that almost all the time. They're usually 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. The thing about it is Venus just is eclipsed by Serena's this prototypical athlete. Like Venus is like this. She's built, but she ain't Serena. Serena's just like, hey everybody, she's like Michael Jordan, like, okay, I'm about to drop this 60 points on y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying?
So clearly she's using
Venus
drugs.
and Serena both from their upbringing have the skills for what they do.
Yeah.
But Serena having the build for what she does gives her the edge.
For some strange reason, because Serena, when they first started, Serena was actually a little bit more frail and weaker than when they first started. Because they was kids when they both started when they were like 16,
But
15,
that's what
16.
I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like Serena, I don't know that Serena is just biologically like that. Like, she worked her ass off to get the build that she has. Like, I feel like she just put in more work to be as bulky as she is. I don't know that she's naturally.
Still got an ass, though.
Even so, with the way body makeups are, even if Venus had done the same work Serena did, she wouldn't have the same build. Because Venus is a little bit tall and always been a little bit more lanky.
Yeah,
she wouldn't get to the level of where Serena is at.
But I don't think she ever even wanted to. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, she had a drive for tennis.
I'm not saying she didn't have it. What I'm saying is, I feel like it was one of those situations where
she did it to please her father.
She already may have loved tennis, but with her dad pushing as much as he did, like, cause she just seemed she got her little white man, and she just seemed like she just a lot more chill. Not
terrible.
Venus got a white man.
They both did.
They
from
both got
Compton.
white men.
Both of them from damn Compton.
They trying to get away from the hood.
I ain't mad at them.
Ain't no better way to get away from the hood than go play tennis and find a white person.
You ain't never lied. When the last time you seen a tennis
Bye
court?
bye property. Hello,
Ain't no
caviar.
tennis courts in the hood.
I ain't never
Only
seen
in
it.
apartment complexes.
Right. And then they
And
basketball.
that's because they don't want to put basketball courts
And they
for
don't
the
have no
Negroes.
net. It just be the court. Don't be no net. Just a court.
We got
Don't
nets
cross
here.
the line.
We got nets here, player.
Right.
I got net. Well, they took our tennis court out and put a fucking play. Well, I like that they put a little patio thing where you can go barbecue. They had 2 like outdoor units, and then they put like some shit for the kids to play on. So we ain't even got no
shit
tennis
for the
court.
kids to play.
I couldn't think of what the fuck it's called.
Jungle gym?
Playground shit. Yeah.
Couldn't think of playground.
No, I
for the
couldn't.
damn
It's literally 2 words. A place where kids play on the ground.
Some shit that the kids can play
I
on.
couldn't think of it.
Fuck the children, they ain't shit.
They ain't my
Fuck 'em.
kids. You're right.
That's
If
the only
they
way
ain't
you
my
care about
That's
kids.
a damn shame.
Shit.
Damn shame. Oh, well, speaking of women that we're interested in, so it looks like Tessa Thompson has come out as bisexual, and her romantic relationship is with Janelle Monáe, who had came out earlier. I always thought she came out as lesbian, but apparently the
came out
people
as
on the panel
pansexual.
say it's pansexual, which I don't know what the fuck that is.
When
And
can I
until
watch
they
this
told
movie?
me.
Is this coming on
But,
Skinemax?
It's
Is it coming
not.
on Skinemax?
But,
Her and Tessa Thompson and Janelle Monáe have been attached, and people have been speculating forever. Because if you go back and look at when Janelle is going to these award shows, she with Tessa. Tessa be her date all the time.
Lord of mercy.
So there have been speculation that they had been together before Janelle came out, and Tessa actually said that the reason why they haven't been as outward is because of Janelle.
Well, here's a quote from Tessa Thompson. She said, "It's tricky because Janelle and I are just really private people, and we both And we're both trying to navigate how we reconcile waiting to have the privacy and space and also wanting to use your platform for influence. So they want to be able to kind of say, hey, it's okay. If you want to be like this, come on, people, it's fine. We can do this.
They've been together forever, though.
But I just was like shocked. I was like, wait, when did this happen?
AC blows.
I was like, what? How?
So sad.
I was like, well,
He
I feel your
loves
pain.
Janelle.
I feel his pain too. But I mean,
Tessa said she bisexual. She still
I
like
ain't mad
dudes.
at
She
it.
still
No,
fuck
he didn't
with
want
dudes.
Tessa. He wanted Janelle. He don't really do light skinned women like that. So he
Man,
was
I
like
agree with
all
that.
Did y'all
about
see
Janelle.
the tweet that Tessa Thompson put out after that?
I did not.
I don't know what it confirms or denies, or if she just didn't want that to be. It's true and didn't want that to be the focus, but it seemed like she could be backtracking on that.
And
She
it may be to
said,
keep them out of there.
sometimes we cheer so loudly at someone speaking their truth that we miss what they say. Here's looking at you, media journalism. I didn't say I was in a relationship, but I said lots of other things, all below. So
And
I don't know what that is.
I feel like that's backtracking so that people don't
I don't want to get blackballed.
get involved. No, not even that.
She
I
might
don't
get
want
that
them.
shit. She might get some job from that
Yeah, I
shit.
know it's a
Yeah, I
woman,
think
not a
it's
man.
Oh yeah, I
Proud.
forgot. Yeah,
If it was a man, it'd be different.
Yeah.
But that's probably them trying to realizing that people gonna be even more in their business now and maybe trying to backtrack. Cause like I said, there have been speculation for years. Because again, if you go back and look at when Janelle be at these appearances or at show, Tessa be with her.
Mhm.
Like, and so people like, are they friends? Are they? Yep. Are they more than friends? She's always with her. They are always together. And so people have been speculating that they were a couple well before Janelle had even come out as anything but straight. And I thought she was a lesbian, not because of how she dressed, just because when people don't be connected to nobody ever, like Tyler Perry, usually there's a reason.
Tyler
for that.
Perry as a child.
What that
She's
mean?
That don't mean
Android.
nothing.
That don't mean a
Android.
motherfucking thing.
What can I get one of them? I need me a.
Janelle Monáe.
It's time for my upgrade shit.
You know, Janelle Monáe been playing this her alternate persona,
Yeah.
which is an android, and her
Yeah.
new album is like, she's a whole robot.
Yeah, but like, have you seen the video? She got a video of her dancing vaginas. Like the pants are pink and dark pink in the middle.
She came
It's
out
called
when
pink, I think.
when
the
her
name of the
album
song.
when her album dropped around about the same time. That's when she came out, and their videos dropped too. So it was one of them situations where she was just like, "Hey, everybody, this is who I am."
They dancing in vagina pants.
I don't know.
I
I like
ain't mad at
it.
The picture.
Nobody
picture.
talked
They
about
look
her.
like vaginas.
Nobody
They're
talked
vaginas.
about her album too, and it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I listened to it. I don't know.
It's she's really being Prince really hard.
Yeah, like,
Like,
especially that what her lead single.
it was the Django Jane or
No.
shit.
The Way You Make Me Feel.
Yeah, the way you make me feel.
That is heavy Prince.
I'm like,
Heavy.
we know you like Prince, girl. It's alright.
It's very heavy.
Just chill out.
But the pink video is definitely, I was like, okay, she really real out here with this because they got on vaginas.
Well,
So.
I was shocked.
I respect it.
I respect the relationship, but
you would be respecting if it was niggas with dicks
it would be a
dancing
nice.
around.
I mean, I probably wouldn't watch it. I ain't watch this video either, though. So
They had on
I respect
dick
her in this
pants. You know what?
relationship.
They
I
wouldn't
mean,
even
she
get
got a
away
bad
with that.
one.
They would not get away with having pants with dicks on the outside.
Young Thug could probably do it.
Maybe. People look at dicks and vaginas differently. I feel like vaginas are a lot more accepted.
Yeah, vaginas
Nah,
look
you
better
ever-
than
Never
penises.
mind. Never
Of course they
mind.
are. They don't.
Dicks
you
look
know,
like aliens.
Are you gonna make an exception
Vaginas
joke
look like flowers and
about
shit.
vaginas
an
being?
exception joke.
Yeah, they always accepting.
I mean, I
I
think
mean,
it's
it's
just,
what they made for.
We live in a misogynistic society, so men are going to be more likely to like vaginas.
I
And
mean,
the
I think
media than
penis is so deeply connected to violating things that and vaginas are what get violated. So it's the same as men and women. Men are the violators and women are the ones who.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that women don't. I'm just saying perceptually in society,
Yeah.
men got a bad rep because historically, that's how men have treated women.
Right.
Because women used to be property. And you know what? If my Xbox think it's finna get up and leave, we're gonna have a fucking problem.
Yo, your Xbox get up, it can go.
I'm leaving you.
You know what I'm saying?
On point.
That's how I think about property.
I'm tired of playing
You know
Ark.
what I'm saying?
All you do
And
is
so-
play Ark on me. Every time I look, I'm on my Xbox.
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's always playing art. He's playing art. Like, and I know you just leave it up because it takes like real time for you to develop some of the stuff in the game. But like your status
it's
is
still
always
actually
playing
like,
art.
even if I cut the game off, it still goes.
So
like I can
funny.
set up a whole bunch of stuff to process, and when I come back, it'll be done. It still goes on as I play. But if I leave it on, my dinosaurs and stuff still gain level points. So it'll eventually kick me out for not moving, but my dinos still earn points while I'm.
It always tell me
in.
that you online playing art.
I told him that yesterday. I was like, dude, he be up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the
Playing
morning.
art.
But I'm just saying, nothing that I own better get up and leave here. And if that's how men used to think about women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what? If my Xbox keep trying to get up and leave, I will tie that shit down to that table.
I'm
if I
letting
have
it
to.
go. Fuck that. I'll buy another one.
I'm just using.
They run like buses.
I'm just using that to paint the ideology of what it looks like for somebody to have ownership over something else.
Right.
So, just from a historical perspective, yes, men have a bad rap as it comes to women, and so that matriculates down to our body parts. So yes, dicks in a video is going to be very, very aggressive seeming, and I just don't think it's a tasteful way to do it.
Dicks look weird too, so.
Told you they look like aliens.
Vaginas look weird.
Look, listen.
Some of them do.
It's like a meat sandwich. Like, it should not look like this.
I feel like all
Some of
genitalia looks weird.
Yeah.
I think genitalia and feet, all feet. I just don't get it.
I mean,
People with foot fetishes, I don't get it. Like, it's a foot.
I don't have a foot fetish, but I had a foot in my mouth before.
yeah. Same here.
Sorry,
It
I can't do that.
Look,
Y'all niggas ain't love nobody. Y'all niggas just. Let's move on. Next topic.
That's it. I think that's it for the regular current events.
Okay.
So I guess it's time to
Let's take it back.
take it back.
Way back.
How long have we been recording?
Everybody.
An hour.
say what?
How long?
We're an hour and 20 minutes in.
There you go. Well,
We got
fuck it, it's
about
gonna
40
be
minutes.
it's gonna be a long one.
This
So-
is America.
Well,
Oh,
let's
damn.
tell the people what we're doing.
Oh, sorry.
So everybody, what we are doing now
I
is
like
we're
the
gonna
dance.
recap some of our favorite stories from 2018 so far, which is
Get the show
it's been a
going.
very eventful year. We've had quite a few shenanigans go on. If I could say shenanigans, can I call shenanigans?
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
In some cases.
So we're gonna highlight some of our favorite stories from this past year.
This is
Red?
America.
Oh, here you go.
That's still fresh.
It really is.
Well, the video is that's probably one of my favorite videos for the whole last 6 months.
Look like it might have been around since 2016. You want to take that one, show?
Nah, we're just gonna let it keep going. I'm sure the people on YouTube it by now.
Wow.
I like dropping breadcrumbs, so if you haven't heard, Childish Gambino might have stole that song, and that's it.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, but the video was amazing. It was a video that had people talking. It was a video that you had to watch a couple of different times because it was so much fucking shit happening in it
So chaotic.
that you would miss things to have to go back and watch it. And I feel like we don't have that a lot. One, I don't really watch music videos like that.
Right.
And we don't even have the shows that like we used to have, like Free and AJ, and you had TRL, and we don't really focus on music.
You mean 106 Park?
Couldn't think of the name.
I
of
mean,
the
it's
show.
Free and AJ.
But Free, I'm not
Once they
106
left.
apart because Free and AJ, that time period, I ain't
Yeah.
give a shit about none of the other hosts. So
When Bow Wow was
that's
there,
good lord.
Mr. 100 Park.
That was the specific
What
time
about
frame of
Rocky
106.
and
No, I hated
AJ?
Roxy.
no Roxy and
I hated Roxy.
what was the dude's
She's
name?
annoying.
Roxy
Terrence J.
Terrence J.
Oh
Roxy's
yeah, that was
annoying.
where Terrence J came from.
Terrence J.
No, Roxy was annoying.
What show had Rachel on it?
Rachel.
Was a girl named Red? Like she
I
did
feel
like a
like
midnight
every-
jams or some kind
I
of.
don't know.
I don't know about that one, brother.
I was
But-
thinking Room
Was on
Raiders.
BET.
I think so.
Oh, at midnight it wasn't that.
Oh,
It
Caribbean was
not
it Caribbean jams or Caribbean beats or
It
something
might
like that?
have
It was
been a
Island.
Caribbean
Yeah, it was a
show.
Caribbean show.
Yeah.
She was fine too. Welcome to Caribbean
But
beats.
music videos don't really we don't really talk about them a lot unless there's something substantial about them these days. And that video was just really, really
Yep,
good.
BET Caribbean.
So that's probably my favorite music video from the whole 6 months.
Nice.
Y'all
If
know
I
what
could
my
think-
favorite part of that song was?
What?
Childish Gambino doing the shoot dance.
Oh yeah,
He was doing the hell out that dance. He was doing that dance like somebody had his mama in the room about to kill him.
Oh, get it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part. I don't know. And like watching the video, like I'll barely look at other stuff around just like them doing the dances.
Yeah.
But that was the point of the video.
But I mean, not even the whole time. I mean, all the other dances. But when he was doing the shoot dance,
that was it.
I just wanted to see him doing it. I don't know why.
He was killing it.
Because he was killing it.
I didn't even know this nigga could dance like this into this video.
He probably got trained. They probably trained him.
He
was just
like,
can't train rhythm.
Good. No,
you can't train rhythm.
You have to have a base. He got a foundation. He already had a foundation.
That might have been Photoshop or something.
Photoshop.
I mean, I just feel like it's people that when they want to do a dance, they can do it.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino just ain't a dancer,
right?
And he just chose to do it this video because a theme came behind it.
Yeah.
I just doubt we're gonna see Childish Gambino dancing like hell.
Yeah. But that's why this makes it even more special. You never want to see him do the shoot dance. You just go to the this is America.
Damn.
Don't catch you slipping though.
Oh my god, that was pretty good. So. Who's next? I'll go. You want me to go?
Yeah.
So one of my favorite stories that we talked or that happened this year, which you might not remember. Hello, my love. It's me.
I saw that.
Monique.
Oh my God.
So if you don't remember, Monique wanted us to boycott Netflix this year.
That happened.
And she basically she just took to the media and said we gotta do this. They don't care about black people. So
did not
so when I was looking through my notes and I was like, so I got a lot of questions when it comes to that Monique boycott. Looking back at it, what did it change?
Nothing. There was no boycott.
She was the wrong one.
She the wrong person. Monique's likability. Like, I just don't feel like people are out here like trying to fight for Monique. You know what I'm saying? Like she just wasn't a good person for that.
First of all, people ain't gonna turn in their emails and passwords that they borrowing just to boycott with Monique.
Right.
What she really done wrong?
No, she just wasn't offered money.
You know what I'm saying? Like, was it a situation? Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Was she really worth more?
Probably.
She's the most decorated comedian.
I wouldn't pay more for her, but
in the world.
With most people.
That's what she said.
But she just didn't argue her.
From a business standpoint, that didn't make no sense.
Chef Boyardee is the most decorated chef I know. But you know what? The only thing I know he can make is fucking SpaghettiOs.
The ravioli's pretty okay.
Yo, the ravioli is kind of dope. I ain't had some of that shit in a while.
Cool.
I don't want that for dinner.
I ate it for lunch 2 days.
You don't want it for dinner?
No,
yeah,
my cap for each Chef Boyardee.
Wait, hold on. What are you going through in your life?
Well, it was the end of a pay period.
I feel you on that.
And I was like, you know what? These raviolis is going to
they're going to have to do me good.
So
get me through.
I could have cash app you at least a 20. Sent you a pencil or a pizza or something.
Hey, it was good.
Cool.
It's fine.
I kind of want some now.
One of the major things that came up when she did come out about that was equal pay between the sexes. Now, was that a situation that changed after she kind of asked people to boycott too?
Because that's a situation that has existed long before Monique, and it's something that we're going to be fighting against for quite a while. And again, Monique ain't the person.
But did it raise awareness after she came out with that? So this didn't do shit in
2018. I think we got a bigger, more overarching problem. When it comes to entertainment in a misogynistic society where men, not only, the reason men are worth more is because their media is tended to more.
Right.
We looking at that with Ocean's 8 right now. It's getting bad reviews, mainly because a lot of men are just mad because a lot of women did it.
Mm-hmm.
And
they had all the motherfucking Ocean's movies. Let us have one. All the other Ocean movies had like some supporting women players, but most of them was niggas.
I don't know anything about Ocean's 8. I haven't seen it.
Me.
Okay, because
I don't know the story behind it either, but it wasn't marketed right. Like, I knew nothing about Ocean's 8.
For people that know about the
I've seen the other Oceans, and I know them, but I just don't know anything about this newest one. Like, I feel like it's just a female Ocean.
Isn't it like a
they pulling a caper.
You got to do more than that.
Sandra Bullock is the sister
of
George Clooney.
Character.
You got to do a little bit more than that. I mean, it's a franchise.
I agree with Shogun. They didn't even market it correctly.
Right.
Like I seen one trailer. They wasn't pushing it too hard. Like, where's the PR for this?
But that goes back to what he's saying. that it
It's
isn't
something
gonna
that
be pushed.
men ain't looking for that in a
So they're not
society.
gonna put a lot of.
It's a lot
Nah,
of
I know
men.
more about Jessica Jones. That's a Netflix show than I do about this Hollywood produced movie.
You're a comic book person. If you ask the average person about Jessica Jones, they
Nobody
would not have any
knows.
fun.
But if you ask them about the Ocean series, they'll know.
They're
a
gonna
lot
be
more
like
about
George
that.
Clooney.
Yep. They're gonna
But,
be
I
like
mean,
those movies.
I don't see why men can't accept things being reimagined in a version of women, because men pulling off a heist gonna be vastly different from how women pull off a heist.
Yeah.
So at some point, you would think that they would want to have this. I mean, it happens everywhere.
And I like the
inevitably
Ocean's
in
movies,
all
so I wanna
superhero
see
shit.
Yeah.
There's a woman that's gonna be a hero that's equivalent. Batgirl,
What?
Supergirl, like it always has happened.
Yeah, we
it's
have to have-
always women
we have to-
protagonists and antagonists and stuff.
We have to have representation.
I will say
You have
that
to have it.
representation is becoming a problem. Let me finish. It is becoming a problem because a lot of guys, like you're saying, are taking it to the extremes. Like the newest Star Wars movie, they said it's straight trash because all you got to do is ask a woman. She knows everything. You know, they took all the guys out of the last Star Wars, what was it, The Last Jedi, and they took all the guys out and replaced them with nothing but females. And every guy in that movie did everything wrong, but the women's did everything right. So people on the internet are extremely riled up and mad.
Balance in how you.
But
Well,
it's a way. It's about how you portray it. If it seems like it's pandering to an audience, then people know it's not genuine, so they're not gonna follow it. I think Ocean's 8 was genuine, just nobody knew about it. It wasn't marketed right.
If we look back through history of movies, this ain't the first movie that women were portrayed as the ones on top. It
Right.
always happened at some point. But if you look at all the movies that came out this year, there's 3 or 4 that had that. And my problem about the situation is that men can't accept them 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Most movies are male dominated.
Yep.
They can't accept that one Star Wars was taken
Right.
and women being on top when every single other one of them was a male driven
about 'em.
story.
Yeah.
Why can't you accept one? And that's the problem with like race, LGBT, everything. They want shit to be the way it's always been.
I agree.
Because it's only catered to their tastes, their likings, and their culture. But now that other groups are saying, hey, we want some, by default, it's got to take away from theirs.
Right.
And they don't like that. So I
Yeah.
think it's a problem from that perspective. I think it's a problem because white men ain't willing to accept that brown people, black people, LGBT, women
I
are
agree.
being put on the forefront sometimes.
Mhm.
And I think when we're asking to not pander to those groups, we are assuming that a director didn't have that in mind before this time period.
Well, some of these movies you can see it. You can see the pandering through it.
Maybe, but what if that pandering is like intentional? Pandering is Hillary Clinton coming on to the Breakfast Club saying,
Well,
I
I got hot sauce in my bag.
That's pandering. That's
Vote for me.
something that's obviously
please.
intentional for a group. What if the person who was directing that movie or the person that wrote that script or the person that was producing it just truly valued that group and was like, we want to do something for this group. Not we want to do something for ourselves using this group.
And I think that's where Ocean 8 comes in. And it was probably a successful movie in itself. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know
Wait,
anything
did it
about it.
is
It's
out?
out.
Yeah, it's out.
But
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not
it was
doing
marketed-
I
think it was
didn't know
marketed
that. I thought it
bad.
was
Like,
still waiting on it.
What's the hook for that other
But-
than it's just women in it? Like, I don't know nothing about the
It's
story.
just
It's
the
a
Ocean
heist
series
movie.
is
Yeah.
a heist.
It's a
Every
heist
movie is a
movie.
heist.
I
the
get
way they
that.
pull off
Heist,
What
heist,
are
heist.
they stealing? You know,
They
some
stealing a
previews.
necklace off of this woman's neck.
Okay, apparently I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they-
that was in the preview. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a necklace on
So
this
a bunch of
woman that
women
always
are
steals
stealing
this
the
woman.
necklace.
It's like
Come on.
the whole
Debo
diamond.
did it.
What I'm saying, but that's
Shit.
the reimagined version of a heist with a woman. Like they created a story that women would do that would be realistic for women to do.
I would hope
Like,
women
how
would steal
men-
like bitcoins or something.
How
like
would
that.
men steal a necklace off of a woman?
You would
And what
do
if that necklace is worth more than all the Bitcoin
And
that
it
exists?
is. It's like the whole thing.
Yeah.
and shit.
Well, what you would do as a man, you would try to charm the
You would
woman.
wine her and
get
dine
it-
her, yeah,
and
like,
then get it
oh,
off her.
and then
But
she's
that's
taking
what
off.
they're doing
Yeah.
as women with the men that are in this
Well,
movie.
damn it, I should have watched this movie. She
Charming
whining and
men.
dining, charming.
Well, they're
Oh,
charming men. I don't know
Oh.
about whining and dining, but
it would have been
I
kind of
think
cool
it's
to
because
see.
Rihanna's in this movie. She
Well,
can't act.
She's in it.
well, yeah.
She
She's
can't
the
act.
tech. She's the tech
She's the
person,
tech
so she
person.
probably get
Really?
Is that believable?
She
This
got-
This is not genuine.
She got
Jesus
dreads and
Christ.
everything.
Yeah, that's not
Nah, this
believable.
movie
But
terrible.
back to your point,
Wait, what?
Monique was not the person to have these
But
conversations.
I
Right.
brought it up because the reason I think this connects to Monique is because Monique being a woman and being a black comedian is going to limit her white audience. Black female comedian limits her white audience tremendously. Being a black woman limits her male audience tremendously. So when you're talking about entertainment, you're talking about the investment you can get back from that. And you know you're going to get that investment back from a Dave Chappelle. You know you're going to get that investment back from more popular male, the people that's going to get, you know, $25, $26 million for their contract. Right. You don't know if you're going to get that back from Monique. Right. If you look at Monique's numbers on the things that she's done, they just not high.
Exactly.
Awards don't mean shit.
Period. And her excuses always, they blackballed, like, for why she hasn't reached the point where she feels like she should be. Or maybe you just not that fucking good.
I wonder how much Amy Cho made for her specials.
Amy Schumer?
No, the Asian lady, the pregnant Asian lady.
Oh yeah, I haven't even watched this.
Like, I feel like Monique is not living in a reality where she could just not be as good as she thinks she is. Like, cause the reason why she hasn't been making movies and things is because Lee Daniels and all of these other people blackballed her from the industry.
But Lee Daniels, here's what pisses me off about that though. Lee Daniels is technically kind of new to the industry too. He ain't been in but for a cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like
Lee Daniels been screwing people over.
I was gonna say he knew enough to make some money. Shit.
No,
Dame Dash.
Oh, Dame Dash.
He owed Dame Dash $2 million.
$2 million.
I think it's a little bit more.
I'm gonna give you your
money.
No, it's $2 million.
It's $2 million.
But the thing about Monique though is that she's mad at Lee Daniels because she didn't expect Precious to do that much money, and she accepted the little bit of money that she did it for.
Yep.
Right.
And she don't like Lee Daniels' fame coming off the back of that film.
It sound like
I think she's mad about the principle of the Lee Daniels situation.
She mad about bad business. That's on her.
That's
her husband manager.
Yeah. You demanded more for that role, but you didn't think it was going to be.
She didn't want to do the promotion.
She should be mad at her husband. Be mad at your husband. Your husband, your manager, he ain't making good damn decisions. So guess what?
If I would have read that script, I wouldn't think it was gonna do shit neither.
Hell no.
Nobody seen that.
Horrible movie.
Nobody.
But white people love black struggle movies. What is wrong with y'all?
They do. They absolutely do.
You can get an Oscar for
that
this.
fucking movie was just depressing from beginning to end.
I ain't seen the shit either.
Y'all ain't seen it?
Why the fuck would I watch
Don't
Precious?
watch it.
I mean,
I
was told not to watch it.
Yes, don't watch it. It's the worst movie ever. I wouldn't even wish that, and you know we don't get along, but I wouldn't even wish that on you.
Wait, the whole situation? Or watching
Precious.
the movie?
Watching Precious.
Oh, okay.
Keep on. Keep on fucking with me.
I wouldn't wish it on you.
Keep on fucking with me.
I thought that was a good thing.
Well, see, you got to be prepared because this man right here has been in the gym. You see this? He is a chiseled Greek god. You see this body that he has been building because he has been focused on
you. You better not. You better not, you son of a bitch. You better not. Do it. Just do it. You just fucking do it.
Oh, you screwed me up. He's been focusing on building the most perfect body that he possibly could. And he had to have a little help. You need help sometimes, right? Like you can't drink normal milk. It's got lactate in it. Well, there's a new milk that we talked about in this year that has no lactate in it. And it's actually 20% more potent with protein. It sound good?
No.
Yes, it does.
There's a catch.
No, there's never a catch. It tastes just like regular milk. It's a little off yellow.
Does it come out of the ass of a snake?
No, it's cockroach milk.
Go ahead. Do you
ask if it come out the ass of a snake?
Because there had to be something weird for him to be given the picture.
It takes about 100 roaches to make 1 gallon of milk. Lactose free. It's pale yellow and it tastes just like cow milk.
Is that what come out on when you step on?
It's a certain. I think so too, but it's a certain type of roach that comes from Hawaii, and it has a full larva of a roach, and it produces just a little bit of milk, and that milk right there is packed full of protein. And that's just one of the things we talked about on the Gubmint Name Podcast of how it can help you build. It's the new wonderful superfood of cockroach milk.
You're a vegetarian now. That sounds like it'd be right up your alley.
I mean,
kiss my ass.
First off,
how about that? Kiss my ass.
Listen.
It's called.
Ain't nothing that tastes like regular milk. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, ecto milk.
Thank you.
Ecto milk is pretty close to regular milk.
Lactate is real milk without lactose.
No, but
real milk.
Roaches are cheap.
Yes, it is. You haven't drank it. You still have to drink it before you can tell me that it doesn't taste like milk.
If you had a clone that was bald headed, I know it ain't you. And you know what? It ain't you. So I don't care if you take the lactose out of the damn milk. It ain't milk.
It is milk.
They had the process. You know what? Whole milk is the only milk I value.
Right.
Because
Thank you,
2%
sir.
milk, they
That
even
ain't
spin that
shit.
junk around in a
Yeah.
high temp and skim
Yep.
the milk out of it.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
that, they compromised it. It's compromised milk.
But would you
Right on,
drink
brother.
ecto milk?
No,
It's
nigga,
full of protein and it's lactate free.
I don't give a shit.
I'm just saying,
I'm
you the
not
milk guy.
drinking milk from roaches.
If you didn't know it came from roaches.
I would kick somebody's ass.
know
if
that's
they
right.
gave
He's
me
been
some
doing
of
these
that
roach-
Ain't nobody
these
finna call
roach
me.
facts.
Ain't nobody finna call this something they give me milk and it be yellow tinted and I drink it.
Okay. All right. So I lost you guys with the roach milk.
Yes.
But how about a new non-pasteurized clear form of water?
Oh God.
Water
The
ain't
way
pasteurized.
water the way God intended
Oh
it.
my God.
What? Water the way that you should get straight from a creek where they put it in a bottle and sell it to you for $16 to $20. It is called raw water. It is
raw water.
Yes, it is non-pasteurized water. That's it.
So all of the bacteria and shit in this creek I'm drinking.
Yes,
is what
and
you
it's
telling
good for
me.
one lunar cycle, and if you don't drink it by then, it turns green.
A
But it's
lunar
raw
cycle?
water. It
Get the
has
fuck outta
tons of
here.
material.
Listen.
Why you say pasteurized as if regular water is pasteurized?
That's what everybody was saying. It's like it's non-pasteurized, or it is pasteurized.
That's just like saying gluten-free ice.
Exactly.
Here's some of this gluten-free ice, sir.
So they take creek water,
don't have
just
gluten.
normal ass creek water, and they don't clean it, they don't
Do you know
purify
how
it, they don't do anything.
dangerous that is?
It's raw
Do you
water.
know
It is
what
a
kind
new
of
superfood.
bullshit is in water?
Yes.
In a creek?
I can't
Yes.
stand him.
Ew,
This
there's
is
no fucking way.
Gubmint
But
Name
people are paying
Podcast.
$20 for this
White
a gallon of this water.
That sounds like some white shit.
It probably
No
Same
offense,
people
white
who,
people.
the flat earthers that believe alkaline water help balance their chakras,
right.
paying $20 for non-pasteurized raw water.
$12 to $16 per gallon. So
I can just go out to the creek and do
It
that.
ain't tricking if you got it.
yeah, I mean,
Hey, see, there you go. Man after my own heart.
I ain't finna die.
you get cholera.
Some kind of infection from drinking water from a creek, and then I pay extra for it.
But-
How you pay extra for sickness?
Exactly.
The
How
fuck?
you want to
That's
be healthy?
you're getting sick because your body's not used to this.
No, you get
That's
sick.
what they're telling you. Yeah.
Okay, you keep that over there.
Stories like that can be found right
One
here.
of my
On the Gubmint Name
favorite-
Podcast. Every Tuesday.
One of my favorite stories from this 2018 is from Mr. Tyrone Hankerson Jr. the gentleman that swindled Howard and their students out of all this money.
That
That man
opulence.
that secured the
Opulence.
university bag.
Flexing on
Opulence.
Instagram.
Bruh, he was
with-
killing the ground.
That man was taking pictures
Fur
of
coat.
fur coats of him flying.
He
and stuff.
floated. The man fucking floated.
You know how
Didn't even walk.
Gumby slide. He was floating.
Bruno Mars made the finesse song for
Just
him.
for him.
Oh, he finessed
He
the
was
shit
dripping.
out
He
of
was
Howard.
dripping in finesse.
What happened
For
to him?
real.
Man? Did he go to jail? He's
I
still
think-
out there
No,
floating
that's
around.
true. He just got
He
fired.
just
He got
floating around.
fired.
Dang. Damn, that was
Well, as he drives away in his Range Rover.
peace.
That nigga was just stunting all over the place.
That
Just
was
no
That
respect.
dude a legend.
Yeah, he
He a
really
legend.
is.
I don't care what
Not
y'all.
not in a good way though.
Mm.
I'm talking about Joanne the scammer,
Yeah.
Tyrone the scammer.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I-
He
boy
did
out
it for
here.
boy, almost 10 years. wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did it.
Oh,
for
And
a
the
while.
amount kept going up every year.
They ain't catch him.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
it.
No, he
wonder-
did it slowly.
See,
you can't just
Ocean's
start
9
out.
should
Nah,
be
that-
starring
He
him.
started slowly.
He started
The reason
slowly.
he got caught because he went big.
Got greedy.
He went hard in the paint.
But he
had to
said,
nigga had a
get
Range
his
Rover.
fur
he
coat
said
shit.
that this. What did he say? This was a plot to get rid of the dean. Was it the dean? What did he
Well,
say?
he
in
said
his
that once he
interview?
got caught.
Yeah, he was like, "This is all a plot to get rid of." It's actually the dean. But they did this because of the dean. They're trying to get rid of the dean of the students. And I was like, "You got a Range Rover out of
Yeah.
this? What you talking
Man,
about?"
you should have used some of that money to get an assassin. What you talking about?
But then the money gonna
you
stop.
don't get the money to go get a Range Rover. That
Mhm.
means it was about the money,
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
not about the dean.
No, it was totally about the money.
Damn,
If
that
it ain't
was a
about
good
the
story.
money,
How do
'Cause
you
he
get out of
floated.
that situation?
you can't get out of
Nigga,
it.
he
He in
finessed
too
the
deep.
whole college. How can you not get out of that situation? It's the only way to do it. Get out of it.
Bro, imagine
America.
how many universities people in the financial aid office started doing it now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
America's
was possible.
best and brightest.
Well, now you know why Erica Badu told her nigga to call Tyrone. If anybody can get you out some shit, it's Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Sure can.
That nigga don't even
He
walk.
sure did. He sure enough did. That was a good story.
Hell no.
God, that was awesome.
Yeah, I like this story.
Who's up?
We got a mixed, cause she ain't black, a mixed Duchess. Over in Britain.
Oh,
for
fuck. You
anybody
talking
that
about
cares.
Meghan?
Meghan Markle. For anybody that wears suits, she gone. People are upset
You
about
think?
that.
I would have quit my job too.
Well, she wasn't gonna be able to continue to do that because, like, now if you see her now, she has to wear these stockings and laundry. Like, she has to be a royal now. So having that kind of a job would not have been allowed.
Why would she want it?
Yeah.
What, her job?
Yeah.
That type of job is beneath her.
No, I would.
She could
I
just
don't
get the
need to
common
act.
folk. She could just get the royal family and have the common folk get together and let her do one woman shows the rest of her life.
Or she could star in the new version of Coming to America. You know,
Wrong.
starring Mary. No.
Meghan
Just-
Markle?
yeah, no. That was terrible.
She's not
All
black
right.
enough.
She ain't got enough melanin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
Harry
It's the
got-
new
Well, I
version.
don't know. You let Black Twitter say it. We got a black princess.
Harry ain't.
We got a black princess.
Well, they
guys.
going look the one
We
driving.
got a black
I
princess.
would
She-
actually watch
listen.
a white version of Coming to America.
If she get pulled over, she black. For all
Would you
intents
rather
and
watch a
purposes.
white American white version of it or English white
An
version
English
of it?
white version of it, because I know it's gonna be trash. But that shit's gonna be funny as fuck.
Yeah, but I mean, her whole life has changed. She had etiquette, like she had to learn all of that shit, and now she's like doing all of this stuff with the queen, and they've been talking about how, what's his brother?
Harry,
No, Harry is
Charles. I don't know.
What the fuck is his
I don't know them
name?
niggas over there. Shit.
William.
Ah.
His wife didn't get to do shit with the queen when they first got married. It took a while for the
She's
queen
not
to warm
mixed.
up to her, but the queen likes Meghan. apparently.
Kate,
She like her
Kate's
little
not.
curly hair.
Kate is pure white. She don't want to
Cause
do
she
that.
had a blowout that happened straight as fuck ever
Ah,
since she got
damn.
over there. She ain't got no curly hair.
Kate would probably bred to potentially be the wife of a royal one day.
Aren't all white women?
No.
They said that.
No.
Unison.
Just throwing it out there.
No.
There's some white women out there living Cinderella life.
Yeah. Like Meghan. Meghan is the equivalent of that. Cause most of the time and that's why it was so, partly because she mixed, but also because she's an American. Like there's a certain pool of women he was supposed to choose from. Cause royals marry other royals. Every white woman in Britain didn't have no chance.
Oh.
That ain't how that works.
How did y'all feel about them watch parties and shit that people
I ain't
do?
give a fuck
Stupid.
about it.
I didn't
It's like,
know.
Jay was posting on social media, like, here's my watch party, watching Princess Meghan
I don't know
walk
why.
down the aisle.
What
I
is
guess-
his
Look
neck
at her
roll?
dress.
What is his neck roll?
That's
you
that
doing?
227.
I think people just
Girl.
fascinated.
Here we go.
I think in general, people just are fascinated with that whole monarchy system that still exists.
Should
now.
we
don't
adopt
have
it here in America?
Hell
The
no.
fuck out of here.
I saw
Trump trying though.
I be watching videos of like America's Got Talent and all them music shows, and it was one dude who came on there for Britain. Apparently, he used to have a group that he was in there, but he was singing. He got a gold buzzer, but he was like, they said, "Why are you doing this?" And he said, "I'm just a man that come from nothing." And he said, "My wife loves the royal family, so I want to buy her like a hat or something like that to recognize the royal family." So it's like it's really deep for them over there. This was a black lady. They love the royal family, you know. So
I think it's just a fascination with that lifestyle because we
I
don't
think-
have that here. And honestly, monarchies, there are not a ton of them. The fact that Britain still abides by that is just
Yeah.
But I also think that when brown people are doing something positive, I think brown people rally around for that.
Oh yeah, they definitely.
And Meghan Markle being a brown person that's doing something that hasn't been done and that's unprecedented, you know, I think that's valuable to people. I mean, regardless of how we feel about it, whether we feel she's black enough to be called black in the royal family or whatever criticisms people got of it, in America, she was black as hell
I just
by the
want
one drop rule.
to take time out to show my appreciation for the white side of her family for showing they whole motherfucking ass. Because it was the white folks on her family that was out here doing all the bullshit. Her mama was composed and everybody loved her. The black folks had sense. Her white side of her family, her dad and them, crazy as fuck.
We have to,
Crazy as a motherfucker.
we have to make sure that we don't show, you know, everybody's watching us. Make sure y'all put on your good
What
stuff,
did Terry
man.
Crews say? We only get a few opportunities. You
Her
can't
white
do that.
family just, they was doing all kind of
Oh,
shit, trying to
wow.
sell stories and her sister trying. Like,
it was a come up for
Nah.
them.
it wasn't a come up for them though. They thought it was gonna
Exactly.
be a
It
come
was
up, but it
like,
wasn't.
shoot, we better come
Well,
up
at
over
the end of the
this.
day, sometimes you just gotta tell them you was on some drugs and be like, "Yo, I was on Ambien."
I was drugged.
And that was one of
Fuck
my
out.
favorite stories from this past year.
Roseanne
When
Barr.
Roseanne Barr got fired after saying some racist shit on Twitter.
Now they're bringing the show back without her.
The
without
Connors.
her ass.
The Connors.
And I'm watching it because that Roseanne show was actually good.
Roseanne was good, but
They gonna
she
kill
was
her
not
off.
great on Twitter.
Yeah, they probably gonna
They
kill
killing her off.
They,
How
That's
Ambien
what's
make
gonna
you
happen.
racist? Like, I take sleeping pills. And so sometimes if you call me, I might be a little loopy if I'm on my way out. I ain't finna say no racist shit, though.
Well-
I ain't finna say no crazy shit that I wouldn't say if I was lucid.
Well, on the Gubmint Name Podcast, I put in a clip of there was tons of people telling their stories
Their
of side
Ambien
effects
stories.
of Ambien. And apparently it does make you go all loopy and things. I
It
mean,
do make you go loopy. It doesn't make you racist.
It's only a
There's a
little.
difference.
There's not a huge
No,
difference
there
between the
is.
two. I mean, if I'm loopy, I might say some racist shit.
No, if you a racist, you might say some racist shit.
Well,
when you
my
loopy.
filter is now gone, so what am I do?
Exactly. But you was already
I don't even think
racist.
she was on Ambien at the time she was
Probably
tweeting.
not.
She
If
was,
you
she
have
was
to
coherent.
exist with a filter to keep you from being racist, you
You
need to be
racist.
exposed.
everybody has a filter. Everybody has a filter.
Yeah, I got a filter.
Not
Right.
a racist filter.
Right.
ain't
Yeah,
got
your
no
filter
hole in the
filters
back
out some
saying-
bullshit.
Filter
Maybe
from letting people
original.
in my world know how to watch porn.
Yeah.
That's a filter. But I
But
ain't no
that ain't
racist
no-
filter.
Well, you know.
No inherent another
You
human
have a
being
racist
is
filter.
worse
No, it's
than
something
me.
wrong with you for not watching porn.
There's
Everybody
no,
in here watches porn except for you.
I've watched porn. I
Okay,
just don't
then.
understand
Stop
why-
interested
shaming.
in her.
What I'm saying is
I
there's
just
no
don't-
inherent another person that's less than me system by
Right.
which I have to filter that out.
Well, that's very true.
If you got that,
Then
then you got a problem.
Well, her problem was not fixed because they kicked her off the show, and now she feels like she's ruining her life.
But she apologized.
Ah, nobody cares.
Now, the only Roseanne we care about finna die.
There you go.
Well,
There you
it
go.
is what it is.
So don't nobody care about the real life Roseanne.
No.
Nah.
They just care about the one that's in the show.
Yeah.
Well, the thing. I'm
And
sorry.
She dead.
I'm sorry to keep doing this, but speaking of things that nobody cares about, was the responses to all these damn school shootings. I mean, when
Oh,
we-
that was in my stories too, man.
I'm sorry. Well, one of them that I brought up was the superintendent in Pennsylvania came up with a great idea. Is, if they come to the school with guns, why don't we arm our students? We're going to give them a bucket of rocks.
Put the rocks in the classroom. If they come in, we're throwing rocks.
We give
at
them a
them.
5-gallon bucket of rocks. They'll just-
That was awesome.
They are completely not taking into account the
Exactly.
lack of accuracy on these shit. Because these parents gonna be like, 3 parents gonna be like, why my children been bludgeoned in the back of the head with rocks?
They gonna be hitting each other with
Exactly.
rocks.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll hope that they'll just knock out the kids and they might survive this shooting. But another superintendent also said, hey, well, we're not going to do the rocks.
No,
We're
not
going to
gonna
pass
do rocks.
out mini baseball bats.
Mini baseball bats.
So whenever the shooter comes
Do
in
they
and he's
understand how guns work? That they
we don't
shoot
care
from
about
a
that.
distance?
We're not gonna focus on the things that are important. We're gonna make sure that our kids know how to protect themselves with these rocks and baseball
You
bats.
gotta get up on it for the bat.
Well, that's another. That's a little oversight. We don't care. They are now prepared. They're in a school that's gonna prepare them for life.
Guns
You have a
shoot
rock
from a distance.
or a baseball.
You could be way back and shoot somebody.
But I
gotta
told
get
you,
up on a nigga with a bat.
Give the kids incentive. If they can take out the school shooter, get him out from school. Makes perfect sense.
And I said, if that nigga doesn't show up for school, that's the day the school shooting's gonna happen, and we need him with that throwing arm.
They need to just pay one kid's family for that kid to be an active sacrifice.
Jesus
One
Christ.
child per class.
makes fucking sense.
Unless it's your goddamn kid.
Oh my
It
God.
make no
Well,
sense.
so it's gotta
Sometimes
be
you gotta
some
go,
kind
you
of-
gotta
Give
go.
all the other kids rocks. One kid run up with a little grenade strapped to his chest. Boom.
Works for the
Save
Shiites.
everybody at the expense of one.
And that way, everybody wins. We
I
won't
was
even
gonna
have
say
to talk
something
about any of the
so
gun
fucking
lobbies.
racist, but I thought,
Wow. Well, hey,
Well, yeah.
I think that works. I like that.
Kids
No.
continue to die, and we won't have to talk about this gun violence.
wrong with
So,
y'all?
I mean, sounds like a good idea to
They're
me.
not trying to sacrifice
Let
none
me-
of my fucking
Do we
kids.
Oh my God.
do we need to address gun laws?
I was going.
We
that
should
way-
address the gun
That's
law.
what that was in my notes because I put out questions like that. I know, but the whole it was so top at the beginning of this year. It was so top heavy because we had
16,
gun
17,
debates.
18.
Gun debates. We had, but
We ain't had another
the
shooting.
questions was about
They need
when
to.
school's out. Of course, there ain't gonna be no school shootings. Go
But that's
right
what
in.
I'm
No
saying.
more.
But
The
the shooting just
conversation-
happened.
Yeah, I think there was a shooting.
Wasn't
The
it?
one at the school.
Oh, the
That was at the newspaper.
Yeah.
But
But it wasn't children. I feel like the only time these debates get serious and people actually talk about them is at these schools. And then once that shit passed, then we just go back to doing what the
You
fuck
right.
we were doing before that.
But I mean, when kids are dying, shouldn't we at least focus on some
I'm
of this
with you.
shit?
Yes, I think so.
my
But
question was: have you guys? Do you guys think that anything's gonna be done by the end of this year to change?
Hell no.
Nope.
There's no incentive
Because-
to do anything.
the NRA is in too many pockets for that to actually happen.
And I'm a huge gun owner and like gun supporter, but something got to give.
The variable is whether what the turnout of the Democratic
Yeah, primary.
primaries is gonna be. Like, is the House and the Senate gonna shift to Democratic House and Senate versus?
Is that gonna matter though? Democrats ain't been doing nothing.
Listen, I think Democrats are.
I mean, they haven't.
Listen,
you're right.
Democrats are realizing right now that people are aware that they ain't doing shit, and now Bernie Sanders coming back out talking about running for president.
Yeah.
So if the Democrats want a forerunner, they're gonna have to find somebody and some messaging that's gonna challenge a Bernie Sanders. Instead of trying to find somebody to challenge Bernie Sanders, they trying to change the rules to where independent can't run as a Democrat.
Right.
Which, if he don't run as a Democrat, he's not gonna win. Period.
Right.
Last time he ran as a Democrat because there wasn't no rule that said you can't. So Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, they just trying to change the rules instead of saying we need to actually find somebody worth a damn, because whatever we thought system we had last time to choose Hillary Clinton, that system don't work.
Not at all.
We need to do something different than
Well,
that.
Hillary didn't do nothing. She relied on her name and her
Hot sauce in her
background.
bag.
Yeah, she really ran a shitty race.
So the question, so the question from that perspective ain't why ain't the Democratic Party doing anything and they haven't done anything. The question is, when they do something, what they gonna do? You know, so if they happen to be in the House and the Senate, they're gonna be empowered. They're gonna be emboldened. I mean, what is it? 10 or 20-year running vet just got beat by a woman that called herself a Democratic Socialist.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
That not only is it crazy, but the fact that she called herself a Democratic Socialist,
That's what
bruh,
I'm saying. Yeah,
she won. So if that didn't shake up the Republicans to know our shit ain't safe,
right.
and if that didn't let the Democrats know that woman got some ideals, because Democratic Socialism ain't even what the Democratic Party call themselves, and they invalidating her win.
Right.
They looking at it just one offshoot, just one mother. Like, if a whole bunch of them people win, that might be the group that start to get in to change some policy and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but we gonna have to see what that turnout is. If it turns out that Republicans still carry both of them, we fucked anyway.
Wow.
We already about fucked because of this new Supreme Court justice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, it ain't nothing to. Even if Democrats win the House and the Senate, we can't do nothing about that now.
Yeah.
Trump gonna choose somebody. It just determines is that person gonna overturn Roe versus Wade.
I don't think they will.
Anthony Kennedy was the only dissenting judge that kept Roe v. Wade from being overturned last time, and it's not like it's gonna become illegal everywhere, but states gonna have the rights to make it illegal. And you know what? Alabama definitely gonna do it. We live in a state that's gonna outlaw abortion.
yeah.
All the Bible Belt region probably gonna do that.
But y'all know we still. Never mind.
And it's gonna increase support for the Christian base for Donald Trump.
Next week.
Speaking of stories that I liked, so early in the year, we had a little situation called the coolest monkey in the jungle.
Oh man.
So if you are not hip to what was going on, H&M had a campaign where they had the little black kid with the coolest monkey in the jungle shirt on.
Bam. Stunting on
And
y'all.
we went crazy. We was like, what the hell's going on around here? Why are we doing this? They can't do that to us. We got to boycott H&M. So it's July. We still boycotting H&M, or how's that going?
Nobody even started boycotting.
Oh, what? Africa was destroying their H&Ms. Like, just literally destroying it.
Well, I
they
do
were
remember.
They
riding
were like
shit.
destroying them hoes. They
Yeah.
closed a
They
bunch of
closed
them in
them
Africa.
down, yeah, and then they reopened them.
Looking back on that
But
story,
we would have to know what their financials look like to know what impact it had. I mean, we can't, from our limited perspective, we can't massively see what a boycott look like. We have to see their financials to see what it actually looked like. You know, so maybe we never started boycotting them. Maybe we did. I don't know. I never shopped there.
I don't even.
Looking back on that story now, because after the whole thing came out, you know, the mom was kind of just like, well, you know,
It's a check.
it's a check. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about what that? Y'all still feel it strongly? Because I know it was some really strong opinions about that whole situation. How do y'all
Well,
feel?
it was kind of fucked up that the white kid had like the coolest lion or some shit on his shirt.
All they had to do was swap them two kids' shirts.
Yeah, and it
around
would've
and
been
nothing
straight.
would have happened.
Look,
It's literally just no. You take that off, you put that on. That'd have been the damn.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If H&M came to my house now and gave me a check, I'd be saying it ain't no big deal. Number one. Number two, I'm just like Dave Chappelle with Coke and Pepsi. He
Whoever
said,
paid the most.
I don't know which one is the best, but whichever one paid me most recently, that's the best one to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and I'm just saying that because a parent, what motivation would a parent have? Imagine what kind of contract she might have signed for her kid to be here.
Right.
Or imagine if they told her, we're going to keep you on retainer.
Right.
You know, this might be something that's helping him financially get to college or helping them financially through whatever situation they got going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't expect her words to carry as much weight because they paid her for it.
Right.
Just like I want to listen to Dave Chappelle as to whether Pepsi or Coke is better. I don't know who gave him money last. Well, apparently, whichever one he say is best, they paid him most.
They didn't pay him. So I don't know, man. I know that was like that was kind of something that started the year off, and everybody was like hot and ass about that shit because it was, you know, the coolest monkey in the jungle.
Yeah,
So it was just like, well, damn, like, thank you, H&M, but which kind of I want to. It's a little trend with that. So with that happening, a few months later on down the line, Starbucks was just like, hey. You blacks can't sit in here because you're not buying anything. We got to get you out of here. We still boycotting Starbucks too, or
I never shopped at Bar
We never boycotted Starbucks.
No.
Starbucks wasn't really that issue. wasn't really boycott worthy.
That was that particular Starbucks.
T.I. said to boycott them.
Who the fuck care about what T.I. said?
How T.I. get away with all them guns?
Shit.
T.I. also said women ain't got no reason to marry, or men ain't got no reason to marry women.
Nobody listening to that.
But that was also snap reactions of what happened. Starbucks, of any group that has ever done anything wrong as it pertains to black people,
Very
had the
proactive.
best response.
Yep.
The fastest and swiftest response. That's just the bottom line. They did a whole training. They shut down every store for a whole day. That's millions and millions of dollars that they said we are going to focus on this community. It might have been genuine, but it might have just been
Damage
we
control.
gotta say face and damage control. But like I said before, I don't really care if the Klansman or the preacher helped me out the quicksand if I'm drowning. I don't give a fuck what the Klansman motive was. If he helped me out, all I know is I was saved. So if Starbucks not genuinely creating this training helped a whole bunch of 17, 18, and 19-year-olds recognize some things that they've never had to learn because they've lived in an isolated white community where they didn't have to really see what brown people look like, I'm okay with it. And I'm okay with that response.
I thought their response was very quick. They was very quick to handle the situation too. That's what I liked about it. I think the thing was, it's like when you look at the H&M situation, it was a very prepped, read apology, and it was like, you know, we didn't mean all this other stuff. And with Starbucks, it was like, we shut everything down. We have to do some training. We have to take ownership of this, and we have to do something about it. We're gonna shut everything down. We're gonna bring in new people.
Right.
We're gonna do what we need to do. I just feel like sometimes it was major reactions on both sides of that. Like, we had people just like, we gotta boycott all this shit and all this other bullshit, and then, you know, I don't think anything really changed after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing really it was just a lot of snap judgments that came from it, and at the end of the day,
on an episode of Family Guy, Cleveland had a game called Civil Rights Movement or something. It was supposed to be like Monopoly, and then they said, "How do you win?" And he said, "Nobody ever wins. It just gets slightly better each time you play."
Nobody ever wins.
I don't think we're going to see a winner. I don't think we're going to see what change looks like immediately. I think that one day we're going to be able to look back on all these instances and say, damn, look what it was like back then and look what it's like now. In the civil rights, when the civil rights shit was going on, they didn't see shit different. You know what I'm saying? Couple of laws changed where they could sit where they wanted on the bus, but they still got treated like shit when they decided to sit on the front or the middle of the bus. like it barely looked any different to the people that was experiencing it when it was going on.
Right.
These are the things you got to look back in hindsight. So I just don't like to look at it and invalidate it and what we doing because we don't see change tomorrow.
Right.
I just don't think change gonna come by that easily. And I think there's two different contexts for both of these situations, because the Starbucks thing was an overt racist racial situation that was created by one person. H&M, I don't think was racist in the sense that it was intentional.
It was
but
a bad
I think
decision.
it represents the obliviousness of white America for what is offensive to everybody else, because they don't have to look at things they do through the lens of who might this affect. Black people, brown people, we live in a country where we always have to think about who this is going to affect, because it can affect us adversely. I gotta be aware of if a white woman is looking at me barbecuing.
Exactly.
I gotta be aware if I ain't got no permit and I'm selling something. Not because it's gonna bother her. Well, it's not because it's gonna impact her. It's gonna bother her enough to call people that might bother me,
right,
to my detriment.
I mean, you can't eat a burrito on the train.
Damn, can't do nothing. Drink Kool-Aid.
I'm just saying that to say it's just different context, and I think of those two, the most dangerous one is the oblivious one.
Right.
The most dangerous one is the one where you're not capable of recognizing how you might be impacting a brown life by your actions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So overt racism is easy. Like with racism, a Klansman, a skinhead, they easy to deal with. You hate me, great. Let me go about my way, you go about your way. The people that is hard to deal with is the people say, I ain't got a racist bone in my body.
I don't see
but
color.
They call the police on your ass when you selling a bottle of water outside.
I don't see color.
Or charcoal. I bet every one of them women in their things have said this wasn't about race.
He did.
I mean, white people don't call
No.
You know, because white people do all the same shit that black people do.
They do.
In some contexts, you know.
I mean, how many black cops are shooting white kids?
None.
Exactly.
The black cops shoot the black kids.
Institution.
There you go. There you go.
Black cops showing out for the white cops.
There you go. There you go, man.
It's systemic, man. I mean, when a police officer has on a uniform, they are wearing the uniform of white supremacy in the way that it was structured. It don't matter what color you is. You blue at the time. You ain't black.
Blue
you
lives
ain't Latino.
matter.
You ain't white. You're operating under the function of a system that created that and all the shit that came along with it.
Wow.
Got any other?
That's good. Anybody else got any? I mean, I have a few.
Well, since we talking about some fucked up shit.
We at 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Damn it.
To wrap it up.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like there might be a wrap for the internet as we know it today. I'm good at this shit. I'm sorry.
I do this.
Yeah. Net neutrality is done and gone for. I mean, it's over with. So far, it hadn't had a dramatic change in the way the internet is working, but
AT&T increasing prices.
Exactly.
Of course.
Like it was a little $10 increase for everybody, but it was really quick.
Yeah, and this is just the first step. And with them buying other companies like WB, I know that was Warner. They can now, prioritize their content on their network over anybody else's network. So it kind of happened with Comcast back in the day. So we needed net neutrality, and since this new administration just letting shit just go haywire, we never know what could happen next. But,
what I think is gonna happen, which happens a lot of times, is I think that AT&T and these agencies ain't gonna be able to slowly transition it so it don't look like very much change. I think they're gonna try drastic change, and then whatever the political spectrum look like at the time, whether it's a new president or a new House and Senate, they're gonna address it at that point in time. It ain't like the net neutrality is going forever, but a lot of bullshit can happen right now between then that even if it did change in the future, could be a problem.
And it's dramatically gonna affect the consumer. That is us.
We never win in these situations. We never win in these situations. Like, we're gonna get taxed. They're gonna tax that ass. They're gonna make sure that you gonna pay your monies, and we just gonna be like,
I ain't want to end it on a somber note.
I don't look. Fuck that. One more thing I'm gonna bring up. Best part of 2018 so far. Black motherfucking Panther.
Oh yeah,
it was amazing.
That did happen this year.
That happened this year,
Wow.
folks. We had a Black Panther movie. It was black as hell, and damn it, they still praising it. I
got it on 4K.
There you go.
Fuck it.
Did that affect, as far as Black Panther and the movie itself coming out? Did you see some changes as far as like Hollywood doing more stuff?
Yeah, they started greenlighting every black project ever. Every channel has a black show now.
There you go.
Yeah. A little blackish.
Little Real show ain't finna do. Y'all think that show finna do something?
Hell no.
Little Real
That show look horrible.
Yeah.
It does.
The reason I knew the reason I know they think it was horrible because the preview for it was so damn long.
Right, they trying to get you invested into
They
it.
trying to give you the whole first episode.
Please
I
watch
felt the
this.
same way with Marlon, like his show. It's on Netflix, and I can't force myself to watch it.
I'm not gonna do that.
First couple of episodes was okay, but I don't
Can he
like
do
Marlon.
a show by himself?
Marlon?
I mean, the show was really, really like particular because they integrated the children into the show.
Yeah.
The show is about him and his wife, ex-wife, who was divorced, but they still co-parent very closely. I just see them in the future of the show getting back together. But he has a YouTube show that is vastly popular that funds his life.
Oh, he's a YouTuber?
Yeah, so his kids, everybody involved in the YouTube life is just about a co-parenting type situation. So it just adds a lot of content opposed to a lot of shows out there to be able to have shows based on what we recording and popular things going on YouTube and stuff like that.
Huh, okay.
I don't think they call it YouTube though. I think
Yeah.
they just call it something random so they don't have no.
Social
They
media.
ain't want to pay Google for that.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Who does it? You just go into Google, or you can go to YouTube and just shoot up the place. That happened this year.
That did
too.
happen this year.
They did happen this
Yeah,
year.
that happened.
It's
I
a lot.
mean-
I had a lot of shit, but
Good Lord.
I didn't want to make sure that I ended it on a good note. That's why I was like, Black Panther,
Black
man.
Panther.
Black Panther changed a lot of the landscape
Fucking
for media. We getting a lot more black shows. Got Black Lightning. We going new Luke Cage. I mean, I think that movie proved that we are marketable. We can sell movies. That cast is all black, one white speck in the whole movie, and he wasn't really relevant.
Two.
He saved
Huh?
There was the bad guy and the
Claw?
Claw and
He was barely in the movie. we don't count.
Mixtape.
Well, there was yeah. And then the arm dude.
Claw.
No, the other arm guy.
White Wolf.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't.
he don't count.
Winter Soldier Buff.
He was at the end. He was at the end.
Oh wait, I'm thinking.
No, well, he was a SHIELD agent, was he? The guy that came over with them, the
Yeah,
other
and
white
then
guy.
saved
I know
him
he
in the
was the
shit.
only white speck.
Oh,
It was
you
three
not
white
count
people.
He was
Claw.
told no. Why would I do
Freeman.
that?
Martin Freeman.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Sherlock. He played on Sherlock.
I've never watched
He
this
got
show.
a dog
before.
named Cracker.
What?
I saw a picture of Martin Freeman and his dog, and it
Cracker.
said, "This is Martin and Cracker." And the quote said, "What kind of name is Martin for a dog?"
Wow.
Oh!
That's so rude.
And when that being said, this has been the Gubmint Name Podcast.
God damn.
Jeez.
Well, I guess that's one way to end the show.
That is that. I'm
Well,
good.
hey guys, we appreciate you guys listening. Thank you for your support.
What a
We
hell of a
appreciate
half of a year.
I know, it was so much things that happened.
Both good and bad.
We're halfway there, folks.
Well,
I can't wait till 2018 is over with. So 2019,
why?
I don't
Nigga,
know.
we
It
got the
just
Space Force.
seems- got the Space
Can you
Force.
imagine what's gonna happen next?
I'm joining.
That's terrifying. It's not good.
I'll sign up. Give me a laser gun.
There you go.
You ain't gonna get no laser gun.
I know.
You just gonna get caught a nigga in space.
Have you ever been a nigga in space though?
Nope. Sure haven't.
Nah,
No
really
racial
what it
boundaries.
is, they gonna be flying satellites and satellite espionage and shit like that. It's nothing
Breaking
major.
the bounds of Earth racism.
We just gonna check on
Taking it to
Kim
space.
Ping Kong. King. What's his name?
Wow, nobody talked about
Oh, okay.
Kim Jong-un.
Ping Kong King.
Yeah.
I ain't did
Did y'all be hearing how Dennis Rodman said? Kim Jong-un. He be saying that shit like he Korean.
That's
as
his
hell.
homeboy.
I know.
They play 21 together.
I think they do a little bit more than that.
They
21 bullets in his,
They
in
play
his
21.
gun.
They play 21 on the court together.
Bro, I feel like they get that Dennis Rodman and they did strap him into a chair and shoot lasers in his eyes to change his memories. And he come back over here talking crazy. Y'all be seeing him on
Did
Chris,
you see how he
Chris
was
Cuomo
crying?
show?
Why was he
I
crying
didn't
so
know
hard?
Chris. I didn't know one listen to me. I didn't know death threats. Hold on, my career. I don't know what support me.
Dennis
My daughter support me.
Dennis Rodman he been trying to get us to be friends with them for the longest, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's old Dennis Rodman. He's crazy." He's like, "No,
Dennis Rodman.
Last time I was on your show, nobody believed me. Nobody said this was gonna happen. And now listen, Trump coming to president.
This nigga crying, got that ugly face the whole time.
But
I never thought this was gonna happen. Chris, I'm emotional. My team supported me.
What team are you
With
talking
nobody
about?
else. Death threats. Because he keeps saying the same shit over and over. But he reversed the words in the sentence. They were giving me death threats. Death threats they was giving me. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Nobody believed me.
Oh, Yoda.
I went to talk to Kim Jong-un. He's a real nice person. He's a real nice guy. He don't know much English, but he love basketball.
He love basketball.
But he had been going over there talking to him for real. That's the thing.
Oh,
he was trying to be the ambassador to get us together.
Listen,
this whole time.
He does not
And
need
he
to be
been saying,
ambassador.
but
ever.
he's been saying, dude, he's been doing this. He's been saying this for the long. He's like, we can make this work, guys. I've talked to him personally, and everybody's like, oh, that's just old Dennis being him.
Now you know what's happening. The nuclear production at these offsites in North Korea are increasing production. That's what's happening. Nuclear production is increasing. I wonder when they're gonna start talking about that.
Well, in the next 6 months, if we're still here, we might
holler at you then.
Yeah.
We make it.
I drop balls like shit.
death threats.
I don't know why I wanted to say that.
Hopefully they don't drop bombs like Hiroshima, my nigga. They fucked up a whole generation.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. Gotta be some casuals. All right, guys. Till next time.
Peace.
Till we come to the next conversation.
We out.
Make sure you get off the plantation. 'Cause
We